War is coming to Krynn.
Last week, you guys came into Wagner. You found Becklin. She, or was that the week before last? I'm losing track.
Last week we entered Wagner.
Yeah, okay. So you guys found Becklin. She tasked you to go back to the ambush site with her ward, Derek, who kind of looks up to you guys as these spectacular adventurers. And you recovered the bodies and brought them back. You had some conversations with her. She asked you to return later. She'd have some information for you. You did some shopping. The druid managed to nature hack his way into making a fishing pole. You were heckled by a noble named Bakaris the Younger. You went to the funeral for Ispin. You tried to find information on the Blue Elf, who evaded you sufficiently. Columbus got incredibly drunk and stumbled down a hallway naked. And then the next morning you all went to the keep to meet with Becklin and Derek again. And she told you information about Sir Eldrin Thalion, who was the squire of Lord Soth. And Lord Soth is the noble who failed to stop the cataclysm. And that was the body that you found in the ornate armor with the beautiful axe and the ornate warhorn. She handed you Ispin's shield for agreeing to partake in the reenactment that's happening later in the festival around midday to noon, and that is where we're at currently. I believe you guys accepted the shield and then we ended the night. You haven't come in yet, but is there anything else? So your other three compatriots, you know, they drank the wine, they partaked in the fish, and got sick and went back to the tavern, so they're sleeping off the cold. So, is there anything you two would like to do?
Just wake up and find my party members.
Yeah? You were with them.
We're already awake.
Where am I?
We ended at Thornwall Keep.
Yeah.
Drank too much.
We talked about everything.
Yeah.
So, allowing them to do what they're doing.
Oh, that's right. You were here last week, were you? You were here last week, weren't you?
I was here last week.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are still in there with Becklin at Thornwall Keep.
Oh shit, I thought we were still at the fucking...
What time does the festival get going?
Festival kicks off with the fishing contest around midday. And
what time is it now?
Probably about 10 o'clock in the morning. And then the reenactment starts after the fishing contest. So you probably have about 2 hours.
I don't think there's anything that Calabar would like to do other than just hang out, drink some tea with an old friend, and
cool. Okay.
Wait for the fishing tournament.
Okay. Is there anything you want to do?
No, I'll just wait until the fishing tournament as well.
Okay. So you guys are still in Thornwall Keep, just shooting the breeze with Becklin and Derek, and she kind of let slip over the wine a couple of little rumors while you're sitting there, similar to the ones you guys heard before. Just trying to find the table so I can tell you what freaking rumors there. Sorry, guys. I got my tabs and I still can't find it. Okay, so she's drinking a little bit. She starts slurring her words, and you feel like Becklin's starting to feel a bit of the wine. And she looks at you, and you hear her say, "I heard that the warlords in Tamanbusk have united an army of mercenaries and warlike groups. That could be another reason that Lord Thalion was looking into things. I don't know.
What'd she say?
That she heard that warlords from Busik have united an army of mercenaries and warlike
Wait,
groups.
who?
Warlords from
Warlords.
from Busik. Busuk.
They gathered what now?
An army of mercenaries and warlike groups. It's tribes, probably.
How far away is this from Vogler?
Let me pull up the map. If I can find the mouse. It's not. That's what it is.
That should be good.
Okay, so if I can zoom in, I believe Busk is on the right side of the map. Where is my mouse?
Over here.
Being stupid.
You're doing first one.
Plains of Dust, Southern Ergoth.
Right.
Yeah, so it's the mountain range right here, Busk, which you recognize as the tribal lands. You would recognize too, because there's a lot of minotaurs out that way.
Okay.
So Busk is it's one of the wartime rumors you've now heard. And then, do you guys want to ask her any questions about it?
What do you know about the rumor you just told us?
And she grabs her drink and she slips a little bit. She goes, "It's just something I heard in the rumors at the tavern, and it just makes sense. Finding dead knights on the road near Vogler now. It's only, what, a 10-day journey from here?"
Would I remember any of the mercenary guilds out there?
Potentially. I'd have to come up with names for you in the future. Let me write it down. Yeah, you would recognize. You would instantly probably think of your original tribe,
Okay.
and probably 2 or 3 of the mercenary groups out there.
Okay.
So, what was your tribe? Do you know?
I didn't have like a tribe. It was just kind of
Grew up on the streets.
yeah, me and the brother that he had.
Okay. Yeah. Then we'll say whatever tribe was out that way that you guys probably dealt with occasionally.
Okay.
And then, so it kind of give you something to lean towards. Any other questions for it?
No.
Okay. And then you guys are talking. About an hour goes by, and she's slowed down the wine a little bit, and she's sipping on the water, trying to regain her focus before she goes and with you guys out to the fishing village, and before she starts getting Darrett ready for the reenactment. And she goes, with Darrett running this reenactment today, I hope he does well, especially after those dead lizard things you guys found. I wonder if that's the other rumor I heard of.
It might be.
Okay.
We have seen some dead lizards on the road.
Lizard things.
Lizard things.
She goes, yeah. I mean, that rumor was strange, though. They said that some mercenary group, some deadly mercenary, had trained flying dragon-like creatures called dragonelles. And it would make sense. Those things had wings.
They would. They did have wings. What do you think, Elf?
All these things were spawned before the cataclysm. And if someone has come about with a resurgence, it might be someone to take note of.
She goes, yeah. I'll have to prepare Darrett for flying things now, too.
I doubt he'll get off the ground.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I doubt he'll get off the ground.
And she looks at you. She has this stern look, and she goes, I've trained him well. He's young, he's eager, but he's knowledgeable.
Not well enough.
Yeah. I'm just Ispin ya.
She chuckles with that, says cheers, and raises the mug and sips a bit more wine. About another 30 minutes goes by, 45 minutes, and she looks at you guys. She goes, "It's getting close. It's about midday, probably. Were you guys planning on fishing in the contest?"
Absolutely.
If I can find fishing
Calabar
pole.
pointing to behind his back with the fishing pole that he bought,
That's
and
just-
pointing to the one that is on his back that Calabar bought for him.
Ah, okay.
No,
Cool.
wait,
I'll
I didn't
take
buy
it.
you one, did I?
You
I
didn't. You
buy
bought one
I
for
bought
Maverick.
The two.
Maverick and Columbus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Never mind.
Yeah, that wasn't mine.
You could probably, while they're sleeping, you could probably take one of
You
theirs.
like it?
I think
You
I
do
will.
have 15 minutes.
I think I'll go take one of their fishing poles.
Okay. So you guys heading out then?
Yep.
Okay. So let me switch to the other map. Okay. So
Yeah, on the fridge.
since you're not aware of what's on this map, I will point it out. This is Thornwall Keep. Okay. This is the market, the wharf, the Vingard Bridge. This is the Vingard River here. This is the center of town. Mayor's house, wharfmonger's hut. The Brass Crab is the inn. I forget what the name is. This one is a fishbowl. I think it's called the fishbowl.
Yep.
That's like a really good pub, if you will. Not really an inn, but a pub. So you guys are walking out of Thornwall Keep, and as you come down the road here, you see a large, strange creature walking towards you. What do they see, sir?
Goblin-like, hairy, 6 foot tall, beefy creature.
What do you
I
wear?
could think
You
of-
just naked?
He's wearing like dark white
I've
clothes.
gotten used to it with you guys.
I'm pretty good at him, at least.
Dark light,
Debatable.
like clothes. Yeah. Like these clothes, kind of.
Okay. So you guys see that? Is there anything you'd like to do?
It's gonna give him a nod.
Yeah. We were just talking shit, so.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We're talking shit as we walk by him.
Okay. Is there anything that you guys say that he might hear?
Probably about the fishing tournament
Okay.
and talking shit about him.
Okay, so you hear them talking shit about you.
Yeah, keep walking.
Okay. As you guys walk by, he walks into Thornwall Keep. Okay.
I'm not sure if Becklin's really going to be expecting some more people, but
I mean, nobody else is going there.
it's true. Well,
Maybe we should talk to him? If he knows Becky?
Calabar will kind of step for a second and then stop and just turn around and say, Becklin always gets drunk at the worst moments. Should probably keep an eye on her.
I suppose. What's going
Turn
on with
around
him?
and
Okay. So, with your passive perception, you hear this like shh, and then steps walking behind you towards Thornwall Keep.
Okay.
You
Just
do-
look back.
Okay. He looks back at you guys. What's your name?
So you'll see two figures. One is humanoid, about 6 foot and some change, rather skinny, like silver hair pulled back into like a low pony, pointed elf ears, wearing blue look tunic with a couple like very sleek and minimalist shoulder pauldrons that kind of connect in the middle. Holding down at his side a shield,
Which you recognize as a space shield.
a green shield.
Okay.
And next to him,
You'll see about the same height, brown minotaur. Pretty big in leather armor.
His horns look a
dark.
little scuffed up for some reason. You're not sure
Yeah,
why.
very stuffed.
You recognize Ispin's shield. Is there anything
Yeah.
you want to say, do?
Hey, why the hell you got Ispin shield?
it was a gift from Mispin.
I mean, it just die, so
You don't know that.
no, because I made it to the funeral. Remember, like right at the end of the funeral, I thought.
You missed the funeral.
Yeah, but I
Coming
thought I
in-
made it there right at the end or something.
You just
Okay.
came into town.
So I don't know he's dead.
You don't know.
I thought he was in another town. Was where
No,
the funeral was.
The funeral was.
I didn't
here.
know that.
Yeah, the funeral was
Okay.
here. The party all came to Vogler for his funeral. So
Okay.
with your backstory, you don't know
Okay.
he's dead. You just knew of him before.
So why would he give you a shield?
He really doesn't have much for it anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
Calabar will just kind of look at him quizzically and say, "My friend, he's dead. He passed old age in his sleep. That's why we're here. There was a funeral last night for him."
I just arrived to town, so I was coming to see him currently. So
We're too late.
If you walk if you walk to the port and just keep walking on the water. I'm sorry. We had time to grieve since we Becklin. I'm assuming you know Becklin. If you know,
I assume.
You know
Yeah.
Becklin, yes.
she sent us letters. I don't know why you didn't get an invite to the funeral. Maybe you weren't super close to him.
No, I just wasn't in a position to receive letters.
If you'd like, we can accompany you inside. Becklin's a little tossed at the moment,
Okay.
More than
Sounds
toss.
about right.
and I guess give you a proper time to grieve as well.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm Calavar. What's your name?
Let's see. Silent.
It's not Drip. That would be a
Nah.
cool name.
No, it is Drip now. I'm sticking to it.
Are you actually changing it?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
It's Drip.
You should put silent and then next to it in parentheses drip.
That's right. Yeah, everyone calls you Drip.
Yeah, that's even better.
Yeah, everyone calls you Drip.
It's a thing. I like it. And you guys aren't sure why he called him drip. It could be some random disease that you've all heard of, or it could be clothing. So,
I'm not on the internet. Fine.
are you gonna look up syphilis on the internet? What?
No, I have to
Just making
turn my
sure.
thing back on.
Okay. But you just would you want his Wi-Fi if it's fine with him?
It was just because I updated my phone.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay. So.
Silent. People call me Drip. How about that?
Okay. Sure.
Why do they call you Drip?
Because I got that Drip.
And you're still not sure whether that means he has cool stuff or if he has some type of
We
disease.
have a buddy named Columbus. I think you and him will get along.
Yes.
Okay.
They'll respect the Drip.
Alright.
Wondering in the background with your medical mind whether or not it means something else. Okay.
He's already reaching for his pouch and warming his hands.
Okay.
Okay. So, is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
If you may have seen other humanoid races at some point, like other societies other than Bugbear.
It's entirely up to you how you want to answer that. It's your background.
Let's say, like, are you saying like prior to coming here, or
Yeah, ever.
just on the road? Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Looking at Calavar, there is kind of a hint of like the attire and the way he moves, kind of clerical in nature. But those haven't been around for a while.
Yeah, I forgot to
because
tell you
that's-
that magic's not common. Gods
Oh.
abandoned after the cataclysm, so it's
Yeah.
strange to see magic and everything.
That's what you were saying.
No, so I did tell you. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
You said the gods just came back or whatever.
You're not aware of that though.
But okay,
Only him and the druid are
Okay.
currently aware of that.
because they're yeah.
So
So let's hope this works.
I'm God's favorite.
I'm his prophet. Call me Jesus. Okay, so are you guys heading in? What are you doing?
I'm going in. Sorry.
So
Following.
as you're coming in, Becklin's putting on her Slamnik armor, and she finishes putting on the pauldron, and Derek comes in from the side corner, and you can see that she's still kind of a little woozy, as she missed one of the notches in the armor to tie it off. And
Derek, fix that.
he's like, I'm already on it. I've got it. And he starts like hustling over like a little lost dog. He starts fixing her armor, and you can see that it's very skilled and knowledgeable. That he puts it on perfect, and it looks fantastic. But he's a little too eager. It makes the knots too tight. And she looks at all of you and she says, "Welcome back. I recognize you. Why are you here?
It's coming to see Espen.
I'm sorry. I couldn't send you a letter, but it's been passed. He's no longer with us."
They just informed me.
Yeah. And she walks over to the table and starts to pour a glass of wine and hand it to you like you might need this.
Down that shit.
Okay. And she looks at you again. She goes, "Well, you're looking for Espen, but he's not here. Is there anything I can do then?"
Well, I was supposed to make a report to him, but
Well, Espen, with your backstory, Espen's not the one you reported to about Becklin. Espen would have been able to help you, but Becklin would have been the report.
okay.
So yeah, because Becklin's a Knight of Slumna.
Oh,
You were so eager about your backstory, you forgot. It's fine.
no, I thought Espen was because you say it's associated.
He's associated through Becklin.
Okay, that's so. Then I guess
Did-
recant what I say.
Okay.
Just come and make
Yeah,
a report.
Becklin's inside.
Yeah. I'll just be like, hey, just come to make my report.
Do you guys want to respond to that at all? Hearing he's saying he has a report for a Knight of Slumna, or
I'm gonna stand on the side and just kind of
Keep quiet.
observe.
Let him do the talking.
and Becklin says a report. I wasn't aware we were getting reports today.
No, probably not.
Anticipated.
Yeah, anticipated and not for everyone's ears.
Would you like privacy?
Yes.
Okay. I won't.
Derek.
I already know what you're gonna. I already know what you're gonna tell me.
Yeah.
So do you want to say we already had that conversation?
Yeah, we can just do that.
Okay. So we had the conversation. Everything else.
Yeah.
She
so
provides
the whole,
you.
this is what's going on there, and
Mhm.
I found this.
Yeah, and then she says she has no idea
Science.
what it is that you show her.
Yeah.
That she wishes Espen was still around because he might have been able to identify it, but it looks like a very strange, large rock. Shiny as all hell. Keep it close. Who knows what'll happen?
Okay.
And then we come back out of her side chambers, which
guess-
is not the way it sounds. I promise.
I guess I would ask, like, if there's an mission or
And she'll. Well, based on so for your backstory, did you actually attempt and steal and then get caught and run, or did you just steal and run?
stay on run. Didn't get caught.
If you tell her, she'll say it's probably best you stay nearby.
Okay.
Because if they recognize that one of their scouts is missing and that one of these clearly precious items is missing, they're going to come looking for the scout.
Okay.
And then she's going to say, "Curse your little kleptomaniac fingers."
So, Calavar, seeing them step off to a room, will try to respect it slightly, but we'll take Derek
Okay.
and kind of say, when we're someone's ward and they step off to do something important, have a conversation, it may behoove you to stand guard at the door.
And
not only for protection, but a little insight for yourself to keep to yourself if anything goes wrong, if you catch my meaning.
And Derek's sitting there trying to strap his sword on the rest of the way, and he's fumbling with it because he's getting flushed again. And he goes, "Yeah, I was gonna go over there, but
I'll
she's
pick him up and I'll walk him to the door and position him
like a
just
guard."
off like a guard. But while I'm doing that, I'm trying to hear what's inside.
Okay. So you'll hear a little bit of the conversation. You'll hear something about the precious stone and scout and steer and stay nearby. We'll say it's near the end of the conversation at that point. And then roll me a d20. Roll me a d20. Okay.
It's a 4.
It's a 4. Okay, I'll use your passive. Well, then add your
Do you want me to roll perception? Or?
sorry. I called it wrong, so just roll it.
Question.
It's fine. Okay.
Sorry. Side note. If I saw, because you were saying I saw what they were doing, and that's why why would I know what they were?
You wouldn't know what they were. You would know that they were lizard-like creatures that could fly.
But because they were corrupting the.
You wouldn't know how they were making them, but you would
Okay.
saw a shiny egg and you knew that they're called draconians. So you know they're draconians.
Okay.
Yeah,
So wouldn't I tell her that?
probably.
Yeah.
That's why
That's why I didn't know if it changed the conversation.
it'll change the conversation, but I'll give him the info if he needs it.
Okay.
So
14.
okay, so
Right outside the door.
you hear her talking about because the door's not that thick. Darrett's not fussing much. He's trying to impress you as much as he can. You hear them discussing him as a scout. You hear them discussing something about these creatures called draconians.
Which I recognize.
Yeah, you recognize. You hear them discussing armies. You hear them say the words steal and run. And then you hear her say, curse your... Like, as the voices get loud as they come towards the door, you hear her say, curse your stealing fingers and stay close.
Calibar will step off away and allow Derek to take the light of guarding for Becklin.
And as you start to step away, Derek finally gets his sword just right. He goes, I really don't think she needs me to stand guard here, though. Like, she clearly knows this man. I've got to take care of you guys. We have something to practice today.
And Calibar just does this.
Mm-hmm.
He says, when you're learning, you don't speak.
And he looks at you. He goes, yeah, but she's in there.
And Calibar will give him a swift backhand.
He just ducks it. He straight up ducks it, just looks at you like, not today, homie.
We'll be laughing in the
You
corner.
can't get dinner because mine's.
Okay, yep. Either roll for initiative or the other one. Hang on. Let me write it down for
Or
you.
you just type it. So.
Okay.
That's easy.
Well, I'm recording.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if he says that while he's recording, people can try and do bad things to his network. Yes. So, as you do the backhand, the door opens. Okay? And you see Becklin in her shiny armor looking out the door as she's stepping off to the side, and her jaw just drops as your hand flies over his head as he's ducked. And she looks at Derek and goes, great duck. What was that?
Your squire needs trained a little bit.
And she looks at you and she goes, I'll take care of the training. Clearly he can dodge just fine. Don't hit my boys.
Calibar would just put his hands up and step over to the table and kind of just lean against it.
Okay. And then as she says that, Derek gets flush. And he looks at you and he goes, tell you what, end of the day, let's duel with wooden swords and see who comes out on top. Then we'll know if I have to train more. And you can see it's his ambitious, want to be really great and impress Becklin side coming out.
If your mom says it's okay,
And you hear Becklin chuckle and she goes, I'm not his mother, just his teacher. I don't care, just don't break him.
can't promise he won't come back smarter or dumber, but he'll come back.
Well, he'll come back. She's like, it's okay. I'll be the judge of it. And she's like, I will preside over the fight. So now you guys have an official... If you accept it, you guys have an official duel. And you might get something out of it at the end.
Calibar would take out a gauntlet and smack him across the
That one hits and he has a cut across his face. Okay. And then, is there anything else you guys want to talk about? No?
I'm ready to go fish.
So she hears that and she looks at both of you and she says, hey, this man, he could use some people to show him around. You've been here for a day or so. I've got to get Derek ready for the reenactment. You think you can take him with you? Show him the sights, take him fishing.
I like fishing.
Well, there's a tournament. Let's see how good you're at it.
Gotta get a rod first.
I'm sure they have some there.
They might have some for rent. Potentially, depends on if the guy's in the market or not.
Yeah, is there time to go buy one?
You guys probably have about 5 minutes to get there before the contest starts. Alright, so you guys heading out?
Yep.
Okay, so it takes you about 6 minutes or so to get down to the market. As you get there, I had to flip back to the page also. As you guys get out that way, you see... My mouse will work. Come on, baby. It's a Bluetooth mouse, it's getting a pitch.
Totally good.
Come on. Pictures. You guys see Raven. And and she is standing in the center. You don't know her yet. They know her as the mayor of Vogler. I don't know if they're going to say that or not. But you see Raven standing in the midst of a crowd, and she's discussing with everyone about the fishing tournament. You see several fishermen, several villagers. You see Bakars the Younger standing in the corner, like kind of in the shadows among the people, snickering and chewing on some type of food. And if I can find it. And she says, "Welcome, friends." And she goes, "Welcome to the Kingfisher Festival." And everybody cheers, and the whole village just kind of lights up. You kind of get the feeling that this is a very close-knit area. It's very joyous, very welcoming. Like everybody's small town feel, you know. Good food, good wine, good fishing. And then she goes, "Today is a day of not only revelry, but also reflection. We are all here thanks to the courage of heroes who came before us. Let us honor our founders, our family, and all those who can't be here to celebrate today. Enjoy your festival, Vogler, with good spirits, good times, and good friends, and look to the Kingfishers for good luck." And then she walks over to you guys and says, "Are you guys going to be in the fishing tournament?"
That's what this is for.
And you just pull out the rod you snatched off with somebody on the way through.
Oh, also, there was talk about Columbus performing today. He's
A little under the
down
weather.
and ill today.
And she goes, "It makes sense. He was drinking like a fish last night."
It is the Kingfisher tournament.
It's true, but we also needed music for the Kingfishers, and it looks like his liver gave out. So
Pay you back.
he failed that Constitution saving throw.
Pay you back.
That's what it was.
And she goes, it's okay. It's okay. And then you guys notice a fishing pole over her shoulder. She goes, "I'm going to partake too. You guys have to go against me, and I'm the best fisher here. They don't make you mayor here unless you're the best fisherman too."
Best fisher in Vogler. Let's say we put a little wager on it.
"What kind of wager?" She just kind of squints at you with this smirk, this cocky smirk on her face.
One of those fish pies
A fish pie?
from the largest catch of the day between the two of us.
It depends. How about double or nothing? 2 fish pies.
2 fish pies. Pretty rich for my blood there, Raven, but you're on.
And she shakes your hand, spits it and shakes. Okay. So,
He takes her hand, spits in her hand.
and she just looks at you like, "You're clearly not from around here." Okay, so above the table, just so you guys know how the Kingfisher tournament's going to work. The way it works is there's going to be roughly, there'll be 3 attempts, and each attempt will be a 10 minutes in-game segment. Okay? Not actual game, but in-game. And within those 10 minutes, you guys have the chance to catch a fish. Okay? If you have your own rod, you have advantage. Raven tells you that unfortunately they're sold out of rods because everybody wanted a rod. So you're a little out of luck on that. At the end, the total footage, based off of a D20 roll of all of your fish, the largest footage wins. Does that make sense? If you roll a 20, let me know.
Fish is massive.
Okay.
That makes sense because 20 is really different. Okay. Okay. So the DC check is going to be a wisdom check for me, survival to be specific. Let me just make sure I'm reading this correctly because I've read this before, but I've been stressed out this week. Okay, so yeah, you'll roll me a DC. You'll roll me a survival check. And if you beat my check, you catch a fish, and then we will roll for the footage. Or actually, my check will determine what the footage is. So
Advantage, you said?
you guys will have advantage because you have fishing poles.
Alright.
You will not. So as you guys are getting up there, Raven takes the stage again. She goes, "All right, we start today with the fishing tournament, my friends." And she grabs the fishing pole off her side, and you see her put a little bit of bait on the end, and she casts out. She goes, "And it begins." So if you're fishing, roll me a d20. Are you fishing or not?
Well, do I? So I run it around then.
They have spare rods, but you
Okay,
didn't have
yeah.
your own. You were
Okay.
able to purchase a rod.
10 plus 2, 12.
13.
Okay.
Just taking a note.
That was with advantage or no?
I
Fuck.
know.
16.
Okay, so unfortunately, all of you cast, and none of you roll anything in. I rolled a natural 20, so.
Oh my god.
Sorry guys. So 10 minutes goes by, you guys reel it in, and Raven, let me roll for Raven. Raven, you all roll in, and none of you guys get anything on your lines. Not one of you. Actually, Raven does. Raven gets this gigantic fish on her line. It's roughly 8 feet long. It's 8 feet long, and she looks at it and she goes, guess I have a lot to beat. Now I've got a good head start. And she throws it back in the water.
Maybe I'll catch that same one.
If you guys are lucky. You guys casting again?
Yes.
Okay, you guys got 2 more shots.
18.
I'm gonna reroll that because I don't like that.
21.
What was it?
21.
Okay.
6.
Okay. Hold on. The game's rigged against you guys right now. I don't like it, so I'm gonna. Okay, so you rolled a 6.
Yeah.
Okay, you also get no fish again. What'd you roll?
18.
You rolled an 18. Okay, so you reel in this huge carp. Okay, gorgeous carp. It's roughly 5 feet long. So you have 5 feet. Raven also gets a 5 foot long one, so she's at 13 feet total. You, however, sir, with your roll, you catch the same 8 foot long fish that Raven caught. Raven, however, doesn't recognize it as the same fish because she was so eager that she got a big fish, she didn't recognize it. And she goes, oh my god, that's Benagog. It's Benagog Linebreaker. Nobody catches him.
This might count for extra.
She
And he'll toss it back in.
She goes, yeah, it counts as extra. And she goes, I can't believe you caught him. And you guys rolling again.
You said, what's the name of him?
Benabog, Benebog. Benabog the Linebreaker. He's a legendary-ish fish from the region that everybody tries to catch. They only see seldomly, and no one has ever caught.
Yeah, so when
So it was just caught twice.
Raven
It was,
says,
but nobody recognized it the first time because she was too eager to throw it back right away.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Who was too eager to throw it back?
Raven.
Oh, yeah, so, Calabar catching the fish and then her saying that, he'll pick it up and hold it out to the crowd.
The whole crowd screams in amazement.
And then he'll,
And you hear in the background someone goes, it's rigged! And you see Bakaris in the corner drinking his ale.
so when I try to cast the next one, I'm going to look where he's at and throw it really far behind you folks.
And then someone another person in the back goes, it's a miracle! Alright, you guys rolling again?
Yes.
Alright.
18 plus 2, 20.
Okay, so you get an 8 foot carp.
Me?
7.
You get a 1 foot long fish.
It's better than nothing.
Something.
Another 21?
You get another 8 foot long fish. And then Raven gets a 1 foot long carp.
So she's at 14.
She's at 14, he's at
He's at
16,
16, I'm at
you're
13.
at 13.
Yeah, in a fit of rage, I'm just gonna grab it by the tail and just throw it as hard as I can back into the ocean.
You throw it, but the fish starts to spin sideways like a frisbee. Just
Yep,
it skips across the water, and you hear Bakaris in the background go, "Nice throw! Bet you can't do it twice."
Should have thrown it at him.
Right? Okay, so, and Raven's still in amazement. So she catches this small fish. She's like, I've never seen anybody catch that before.
I guess I need to be town master.
And she turns to the crowd and she goes, I'll eat my hat, we have a new winner. And she points at Calabar. She goes, no one's ever caught Benebog. If anything, that requires a brand new award. It's like, she goes, before, it was mere trinkets. Small items to take as mementos of our great festival. But now, you get something special. And she walks up and she hands you this intricately carved fishing pole that has kingfishers carved across it. And she goes, I had this handmade. It's a family heirloom. It's an heirloom of Vogler. You clearly deserve this. You can tell it's a quite expensive item, but you're not sure how much. You'd have to get it appraised first.
Probably won't get praised.
Okay.
It's an expensive item. Oh, so.
It's
priceless. So there we
Yeah,
go.
yeah, it
Let me
is.
just go say.
And Calavar will, at first, gesture. But then be like, he'll take it and he'll say that you honor me in your town. This will stay with me. She's a human. Long past your demise.
And you hear Bakaris in the background go, "It means nothing. This is a ridiculous contest."
So my eyes light up a little bit, and I'm gonna be like, just tell myself, don't steal from friends. Don't steal from friends.
He wants your rod.
My mage hand invisible.
Do you want us to be invisible? I'll let you roll stealth for it. It could be based off your stealth roll though versus its stealth roll. You gonna pants him with the mage hand?
I'm gonna cast a message
Okay.
to the heckler.
To the heckler. Okay, what are you gonna tell the heckler?
In my mind, the deepest voice that I can garner.
Mm-hmm.
Say, oh geez, what am I gonna say? God dang it! Hang on.
Oh, he's trying to be intimidating, huh?
Yeah, no, not super intimidating. Just say, in a deep, like infernal kind of demonic, growly voice. We reap what we sow. Be careful, heckler.
And he just looks at you. Roll me intimidation.
I don't look at him. I'm just still. This is while I'm
But he,
gaining.
yeah, but he would recognize it as your voice, even if it's Stephen Crowley. No, not at all. You
No, it's
Okay.
Calavar imitating.
Okay, so you're doing
Yeah.
like full on all of it. Okay,
Yep, while he's receiving the Kingfisher,
okay. The rods.
the rod, and
Okay.
everything.
Okay.
It's while everything's going on.
Okay. So he just hears it, and you see his face blanch a little bit. And he finishes his ale. He takes it's like a little clay hardened ceramic, and he smashes it on the ground. Everybody looks at him, and you see him storm off away, gripping his sword just a little bit.
Wonder what got into him. Hey! Clap for everyone in the tournament
And-
to Raven.
And everybody starts cheering again. And Raven looks at you guys and she goes, "I still can't believe it." She goes, "You know what? We have like probably an hour or two before this tournament, before the reenactment. I've got to get with Becklin and Cludgel so we can get the mercenaries set since they're playing the Astarians. You guys can fish some more if you like, and then probably start leaving in about 45 minutes. But this is the only great thing we've got to give you guys, so it's not going to be anything much bigger than this."
Calavar will take the pole that he had bought and give it to Drip.
So you now have advantage if you decide to keep fishing.
Awesome.
You can add it to your inventory. So it'll be underneath fishing supplies. Can you show him how to do that? Because he's never used D&D before.
Inventory and then manage inventory.
I'm just gonna go to the grass
Just
crab.
search it.
You're another brass crab, pissed off that you
Yeah.
failed.
Drink my anger away.
You're thinking, should have kept the damn fish. I could have dinner.
Fishing supplies.
Basic fishing equipment.
Yep, there.
Did you
Got
want to
it.
prepare any gear or anything before the reenactment?
Equipment.
You guys would all know, by the way, that the reenactment is going to be made with blunt weapons.
Perfect.
So
Thank
blunted,
you.
spear tips covered, wooden swords type thing. But you guys will still have your
Might need
equipment.
some help.
So
Where would I get the? Well, they would just give it to us there.
they'll give it to you guys.
I don't want to prepare anything. I'll just wait till I get there.
Did you guys want to tell him about the reenactment? Because he still has no idea what's going on with the reenactment.
Are you joining the reenactment?
What reenactment?
Can you fight?
A little bit.
You should join.
Intriguing.
That's the gist of it. There's a reenactment. They mentioned it, Battle at High Hill.
Yeah, so it's the Battle of High Hill. It's the reenactment where Lord Vogler was the Islamic knight that led Islamic forces against the Astarian forces. And after that battle, Vogler got his founding. So it's a reenactment of the battle that founded Vogler.
Founders Day.
Yeah.
Well, sure.
Okay.
We're on the good side. The winning side.
That's all that matters.
I hope. I mean, Derek is in charge of not the cavalry. What is he?
No, he's in charge of the full fight, actually.
Oh, the full,
So, it kind of like essentially as a test of ability, since Becklin has taught him as much as she has, she's put him in charge of the forces, the militia forces, for the reenactment.
Would I know him at all prior? Okay.
You don't know Derek,
Okay.
but yeah, you can kind of tell that she's his ward.
Yeah.
So
Cringe.
yeah, it's a little bit. Is there anything else you guys want to do? What are you two doing again? Because he's going to drink his sorrows away for failing at fishing.
Where you come from, friend?
Just out in the woods. Been in the wilds for a while.
Are they next to?
Surviving.
You're in the. You said you went to the Brass Crab, or did you go to the fishbowl?
No, I went to the Brush Crab. They went somewhere else.
No, they're still at the wharf.
Oh,
They're
We
still-
probably just would have started following him.
Oh, then yes, sure.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're going together
Sure.
while we're walking.
Yep. I gotta go drink my woes away. Just found out Ispen's dead.
Okay, yeah,
So-
sure. A Minotaur and a bugbear walking to a bar.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna try to
Who's
I
that
am
here?
probably gonna try to put my hood up and kind of wear it to kind of.
Okay.
Cover that ugly face of yours.
Bugbears probably aren't common here, I'm assuming.
Yeah, the people are kind of staring at you.
Yeah,
they're
so
they're
I'm gonna
uncomfortable with you, but you're not attacking them, so they're not
Yeah.
stressing out.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Do I notice this?
It's fairly
So I'm
obvious.
gonna just-
It's to the point
yeah.
where little kids are deliberately getting off the street when you
Yeah.
walk by.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my hood up and try to show out my face a little bit,
Okay.
look a little less or conspicuous.
They still see these furry, like, clawed hands and these big ass feet. Like, ooh,
As
something's
we're
wrong.
walking,
Hey, I'm
Yeah.
wearing like the clothes.
And then
seeing
it's
seeing the kids run away, Calabar will kind of lean in, give him a little nudge, and loudly say, "We talked about it. As long as the kids are behaving, you won't have to come back here." Loudly for the kids to hear.
Makes sense. And then, so this kid sees a minotaur on one side, this big furry monster with a hood on the other, and an elf in between, and it's just, you know. Okay. So the kid hears it, and you see this like little head just stick out for a second and stare at you guys as you walk by.
I'll just
And the kid runs.
give him a look at him quick, and then chuckle to myself a
Take
little
the
bit.
plane and do.
Okay. So you guys doing anything else on the way?
Just looking out at, I would assume that a lot of the youngsters or slightly older individuals, or probably everyone that's able-bodied, would be probably getting around for the battle, starting to get their old, the clothes and all their get-up and stuff.
The militia is. Quite a bit of the town. So the town's about 400 people, more or less. Of the town, there's only probably about 30 or 40 members that are actually part of the militia.
Where are the militia housed?
The militia are housed throughout town. It's all old hunters and merchantmen and so on and so forth. So it's not like an actual barracks, but they're all gathering here in the center of town. So you guys are walking up along here, but like some of these houses, you'll see the occasional man come out in like leather armor or maybe some chain shirt, a crooked helmet. You see them; they look ragtag. They don't look like trained professionals. Although Cledgel did say that the mercenaries have been training them a little bit, so they're more proficient. But these clearly aren't your typical mercenary or military folk, and you would recognize this. You would definitely be able to tell that they don't seem very well trained.
Yeah.
So
These guys look like shit.
Is the reenactment like staged, or is it like,
it's
or
is
is it like legit fighting?
you guys don't know
I
yet. Go for
don't.
it.
I'm looking, judging by these guys, I hope it's staged.
And so
They'll probably lose.
one of these guys are coming out of the house the 10 times a year. Says he goes, "Hey, we're pretty good at what we do," and his shield's like falling off his side.
That's something I want to mention as we're walking and seeing these guys. If one comes near, Calabar's gonna like stop real quick and fix something on him,
of course.
and just give him a pat on the back and keep walking.
Go for it. Yeah. If
Yeah,
you-
that shield that's all weird, he'll unjank it.
He'll fix it.
Yeah.
And he kind of eases a little bit as you fix his shield. The same thing goes, "We're not entirely inept." And he kind of walks away slow with his head down.
Give him a pat on the back and say, "Don't die." Keep walking.
He kind of hops up like, "What the fuck?" But yeah, these guys don't look like they're your regular military type. So
I guess we're gonna be taking orders from Derek.
You
What a
don't
drink.
like this guy.
To tell you the truth, don't tell him. I see a little bit of my younger self in him. I give him all the time, but don't let him know that he needs to grow up strong. He's doing fairly well as Beckland's ward, but sometimes little heckling, little hazing doesn't hurt. Build your skin.
of
course.
how copley of you. Little hazing never hurt.
Yeah. Not wrong.
So are you guys like slowly walking, or are you guys actively like fast walking your way over here?
I think we're kind of just
Normal pace.
just
Normal pace
meandering.
walking. So it probably takes you guys about 5 minutes. And you get to the Brass Crab, and her name's Yelma, I believe.
Yes.
Yelma's.
Crab.
You see her come out of Columbus's room.
Huh?
You see her come out of Columbus's room as she's coming around the corner, and she's just shaking her head and muttering beneath her breath.
That's
and,
what all the other ladies think too.
And her eyes pop open. She looks at you. She goes, "I'm a married woman of 60 years. I would never."
I didn't say you did anything. I'm just saying you saw something.
Saw something indeed. If last night wasn't enough, this is even worse this morning. Can you please make sure he doesn't throw up all over the room next time?
No promises.
We'll talk to him.
I appreciate you. And she walks behind the bar, and she goes, "You guys getting drinks too, or are you just sitting here to talk for the rest of the evening while we wait to go to High Hill?"
I'm getting a drink.
1 or 2. You look like a big boy. Looks like you could use a lot.
Take about 3.
So she grabs the largest, liter of ale she can get and just onto the fucking thing.
Straight to
Immediately
Zodiac.
put my snout in there.
Just head first.
The horns are like hitting things that are hanging from the bar top. A small pool of beer starts to fall all over the bar.
At least
It almost just
Yeah.
like, leave it to Minotaurs.
I think I'll take one of those for now.
And she looks at you, and she sees underneath your hood this bugbear, and she turns a little white, and she goes, "I don't have anything. I don't have any gold for you. Here's your beer. It's fine."
Well, I'll pay her for the beer.
And so,
No,
so
I think I got this backwards.
these two would know that the beer currently is still being covered by Ismin, since that their rooms are
Is it
covered.
still today?
For you guys, everything's covered by Ismin still. So yes, your guys' stuff is still covered till you leave town. She doesn't know you. So how much did you put on the bar top?
How much does a beer cost?
You didn't ask her. You just said you put
Oh
money
no,
down.
sorry.
So did you put money down, or are you asking her?
I'll put a couple copper, I guess.
So she
Or
looks.
silver, one silver. How about
Okay, so she looks at this 1 silver that you put on the bar top, and she goes, "That's fair. You didn't ask. Typically it's 2, but I'll take 1. Just please don't take anything from the till."
I'll give her 3. Or 3 overall.
And then
2
she
more.
looks at you, she goes, "You're being oddly gracious," and she starts to go fill another mug for you.
No, just one.
And she's okay, and she stops filling it and puts the silver away. She's like, "You're not as bad as you seem, I think."
So.
Calabar thinks to himself, small town, small mind.
Yep. Definitely.
Alright, well, I'm gonna sit down and drink.
Okay. So you two are drinking. Is Calabar doing anything?
Calabar will get one as well.
Okay. So she picks back up the mug that she just stopped trying to fill for the bugbear, fills it up and sets it on, and then she looks at you and she pulls out that rag to start cleaning up the mess of beer from the Minotaur. And she goes, "Is there anything else you guys would like? Food?"
Yeah, we'll take some breakfast for
Okay.
my friends.
You guys did just eat breakfast with Beckley, but
Well, he didn't.
that's
And
true.
I'm sure he's still hungry. And whatever I have at
Yeah.
lunch.
So
yeah,
she goes, "Yeah, of course." And you see her just going to the back, and she doesn't even ask what you guys want. Like, it's that type of small fountain town. She just,
You
she
what they
has
got.
what she has, and you guys got to kind of deal with it. So she goes in the back, and she starts to cook the food. You guys assume it'll be a little bit before it's ready.
So, how do y'all know it's been?
He
I assume you
used
must be
to,
close if you got a shield.
he used to come by and tell stories of his adventures at the local pub. We got pretty close, swapping stories over the years.
Oh, okay.
I was on a few of those adventures.
Okay.
That's pretty much
Yeah,
it.
yeah, pretty much it.
How do you know him?
Just from working with the Knights of Solamnia. Just men.
What do you do for them?
Just whatever they need.
What do they need?
Depends.
You instantly think back to what you
Yeah.
heard through the door.
Yeah. Just depends. Whatever work they have for me. They hire me. Whatever they need. My expertise.
What's your expertise?
A little this, a little that. I'll do a little fighting.
Are you trying to openly deceive him?
Yeah, sure.
Roll me a deception check.
Which is +2. Oh, that's bad. That's 7.
Okay. And your passive perception is
You
passive.
roll an insight.
You don't need to. Your passive's higher than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with your passive insight, you can tell that he's lying.
We all
clear-
have our
He's clearly lying.
skills.
Oh yeah, I can tell he's lying too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You guys can both tell that he's not being very forthcoming.
On my side eye, Calor.
Yeah. We're not that good of friends.
No. Not yet.
I don't know you that well.
You're also not aware that they know as much as he knows as much as he
Yeah.
does at the moment. So
Yeah, and Caliber will just take it in stride.
okay. So you guys can ask each other anything else because I can bring her back out from the street.
Let's make sure he gets another beer.
She's not at the
When
bar.
he comes back.
She's cooking.
Okay.
So she comes out. She's got 3 plates of food. You see a couple fillets of fish. Looks like maybe carp or some type of small river fish. She has like sliced homemade potatoes and some type of grains on the side that you haven't really had before, but it smells delicious. And she puts the plates on the bar top in front of you next to your beers. And she again starts to kind of wipe up the bar top. She goes, "Anything else, boys?"
Another big mug for me and one for him.
So she goes over to fill up your liter mug, but instead of filling it all the way up this time, knowing what happened last time, she fills it up about 3/4 of the way, and then gently sets it down, clearly not trying to make a mess. And she grabs yours and tops it up. She goes, "This one's on the house," and she sets it down.
Thank you.
And I'll take the plate of fish.
Yeah. Just gonna eat. And slowly drink.
Okay. So if you guys are all eating this fish, it's gonna give you guys a +3 temporary hit points.
Oh, very cool.
So she had cooked a homemade recipe, and she was so enamored by you guys and grateful for the performance the night before, and the way you guys have treated the town and as kind as you've been to her, that she kind of put a little bit of extra into it. So you guys get +3 over health.
Nice. It's pretty good.
And she goes, "Oh, it's an old family recipe. We've been making it for generations."
It's very delicious. Very delicious.
She looks at you guys and she goes, "Columbus might need some, but he has to wait till he can actually hold stuff down again.
I need more than some.
Might need some of that magic brew again too."
So who's Columbus?
He's one of the he's a bard. He's currently passed out in his bedroom right now.
We have a few more with us. Well, not with us currently. They, everybody grieves in their own way, and I believe their way was drinking. So, there was Columbus the Bard. There was Fangari. He's also a Minotaur. He likes to fight. Then there was Dianondas.
Dianondas, yeah.
We called him Dia or Dia. He's a dwarf, so he drinks. He's kind of druidic.
You'll smell him before you see him.
Yeah, it's true.
Sounds about right.
They're probably just sleeping everything off. They're gonna miss the battle, but we're gonna have fun today.
Sorry, I was trying to pull up character stat, so I have it.
Dianondas.
That's hard. I read it like 3 times. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think
I
Dionysus.
was like, what does it say?
It's Dionysus because it's like
No.
it's like Dionysus.
Yeah, it's Dionysus. Yeah, it is like Dionysus or Dionysus.
Yeah.
It is a lot like Dionysus. I was kind of hoping it'd be Dionysus.
That'd be chill.
Oh, it didn't say something.
I think Bacchus is Dionysus in Roman or Greek.
Bacchus?
Yeah.
Fairly certain it is, actually.
Yeah. Anyway,
Bacchus.
enough of names.
So one.
What's in a name?
I'm just trying to find Garrett's stat block.
Just gonna plunge my head into the mug again. So
And it's starting.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, some event just popped off in those things. So.
We're missing the battle, fellas. Let's get going.
I'm sorry, guys.
You know they have cannons. I didn't know that's what the gnome flinger sounded like.
You should go. The whole thing.
At the window, there's a gnome just splatting.
that's such a
Slides
funny
down.
concept.
That's funny.
It's a gnome flinger. Have you seen the gnomes flying through the air?
No.
It's hilarious.
You see at the top of Thornwall Keep, there was a gnome flinger.
Oh yeah.
It's like a big trebuchet with a big cup on it. You throw a gnome in it, and
That's
I will
fucked
pull
up.
it.
yeah, yeah.
It's actually hilarious.
You got the picture in there.
What the
somewhere.
gnomes do?
That's what they do.
They flew.
Are they doing this by choice?
Have you guys-
or?
Yeah.
Have you guys
okay.
asked Becklin about that at all?
No.
It was mentioned. Garrett mentioned it when we asked about Thornwall Keep. It was mentioned,
Yep.
and then she also mentioned it in passing while we were talking about the excavation.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Because, yeah, figured it out.
Gnome flinger.
Okay, is there anything else you guys are doing while you're in the tavern? Because time's going by, it's getting close. You guys probably about 30 minutes before you can start heading towards High Hill. Nope.
I think we're good here.
Start meandering that way.
Okay. Just 1 second for me. Okay, so you guys are heading towards the main gate. Let me switch to the other picture again. So you guys decide to, if I can unzoom that, my bad. So you guys head towards the main gate. I'm assuming you guys leave the bar, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys come out of the bar, and you hook through town center here. You see the militia all grouped up, and you see Darrett in front of them, and he's not wearing Solomonic armor. He's wearing a like a half plate. So he's got the half plate on, chainmail underneath it. You know, he looks very, very commander-esque, but commander diet. You know, not like I've been through battle for 100 years and I know what I'm doing. It's very, he's well kept. He knows what he's doing. He's got the armor well prepped. His sword's on his hip. He's got a wood sword in hand with the shield, and all the militias in front of him. He's giving him one of those pre-battle speeches that you guys always see. And then he says 10 hut. He puts him into column formation, and they begin to march out of town towards High Hill. But you all notice as you're walking past them that they're a little out of step. The lines aren't straight. The rows are a little off kilter. You know, weapons are kind of dangling a little bit. The helmets are crooked. And meanwhile, Darrett's at the front trying to be the proud leader, you know, and they start singing songs as they're heading towards High Hill. And it's an old song about conquering the Astarians.
Embarrassing.
Not going to do something.
Somebody-
Calavar will. I'm assuming there's like people in crowds watching them.
Yeah, there's a giant crowd of
Progression.
people following behind them as they begin marching towards
Yeah.
High Hill.
Are we behind them, or are we kind of abreast?
It depends what you guys want to do.
I thought we were like kind of behind them.
Yeah, sure.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. We'll say Derek kind of waves at you guys. It says to join the group as they're marching. Just depends on if you guys want to actually join them while they're marching or not.
Not
That's
join
embarrassing.
marching.
That's embarrassing.
Just watch them attempt to.
Yep.
Okay, like Derek, do you know what cadence is?
And Garrett looks at you. He goes, "Of course I do, but these guys, there's no way they even
Can
know
they
what
count?
left right means. No, you see him? He's off step. He's not even on beat.
I guess
It's like they're a militia. They're not trained soldiers."
This is the best they can
Yeah.
do.
Calavar will, now that Darret is trying to get in some sort of element with what's going on, Calavar will kind of as we're having this quick conversation, put his hand on his shoulder and say, "You'll do fine, kid. Just Remember what Becklin taught you.
And he puts his hand on yours as he's marching. He goes, "That's the plan. I just hope that none of my men get killed." And you kind of see him like laugh a little bit underneath his breath because he knows it's a reenactment.
Not with that wood.
Hmm?
Not with that wood.
Yeah. He kind of looks at you for a second. And that would okay. Okay.
And then just following behind.
Okay. So the procession takes roughly 30 minutes, and you guys get to the base of High Hill. And Raven, she's kind of following along behind you guys. And you get up there, and they start talking about the history behind it all that I've told you guys so far. You know, where it comes from, why it's happening, so on and so forth. And as you get close, you see a grassy slope spotted with trees and crumbled stone fences. Near the base, several dozen soldiers in matching armor stand in even formation. You recognize this as Cludgel's mercenary band, the Iron Regiment. You would also recognize them having dealt with mercenaries, but you aren't familiar with Cludgel the same way. So you know they're mercenaries. You can see they're well trained. You can kind of just tell.
Yeah.
And then near the base, several dozen soldiers in matching armor standing in even formation. The contrast is striking between the mercenaries of the Ironclad Regiment and Vogler's militia, with their mismatched armor and crooked helmets. But it does nothing to dampen the spirits of those assembled for the Kingfisher's Festival's climactic reenactment. So the militia is excited. They're ready. They want to go. They want to display all the stuff that the veterans have shown them, and they're eager. Meanwhile, Cludgel is not actually leading the regiment. You see a large individual. He kind of looks like a half ogre. You're not entirely sure. Leading the Ironclad regiment for this reenactment. I just got.
Do we see Cudgel anywhere?
Cudgel is with Becklin and with Raven off to the side with the rest of the Vogler crowd.
Okay.
You can see this proud smile. She's kind of beaming, excited to let her men display how skilled they are, and she's clearly trained them well. You can see they are well dressed, well handled.
I'm gonna turn to Derek and be like, I think it's gonna be a slaughter.
And Derek just turns and looks at you with a stern look. He smacks you on the shoulder, but he's shorter than you. So he's like at head height, so he goes to smack your shoulder, but he kind of hits below the delt a little bit. And he's dink.
Just bounces off.
And he just kind of looks at you and goes, "Don't talk about my men like that.
I'm gonna look at
They'll
him,
do
just
great."
I'm just gonna look at him and snort.
He just looks at you, his face turns red. You can tell it's a combination of frustration and excitement.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to say or do in the meantime?
Just kind of fall into, not into formation, but pick points on the flanks or
Amongst the group.
Yeah.
That would be, you think it's probably a weak point needs filling?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Oh, I'm feeling towards the back.
Okay. Give me... I gotta look at the checks before I even give you that check, because I want to make sure I'm doing it right. Give me...
Are there drummers in this?
No, there's no drummers.
Damn it. Say you hear this playing.
Give me... Are you actively looking, or are you just noticing?
Noticing.
Give me...
I mean, I can actively look. It's fine.
It's whatever you are actually doing.
Yeah, just to perceive, I guess, where a weak spot is, and just kind of fill in.
Yeah, roll me a perception
Not really
check.
like
Yeah.
digging too hard, because I'm pretty sure with them it will stand out.
It stands out, yeah.
I think
Are there any archers or anything?
There's a couple in the back.
Yes, that's where I'll go.
Okay.
They're up.
Oh, 14?
So you managed to find this spot on the left flank where there's an older gentleman who can barely kind of hold up a shield. And you think that's probably the best position for you and probably Bacchus to be, to hold back the tide of these well-armed and well-trained mercenaries. But he also hasn't told you that, so it's
Okay, yeah, I'm just standing around.
They might need us over here.
I think you're right.
Yeah, old timer. Still a youngster though.
The first one to go down. Every
It'll
time.
be the
He just kind of sits on his shield for a second, like, oh. Okay. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before we get further into this?
As Darrett, or as the battle is soon to commence, Calabar is going to attempt to rally, kind of catch the eye of Darrett, hold up his shield, and take
start
his sword and start
tapping
banging it.
Okay.
And hopefully others will join in to try to rouse him a little bit.
Performance check, sir.
I can give it a shot.
Roll with advantage.
Oh,
You're using Inspin's green shield. Roll with advantage.
okay, yeah.
Everybody knows that shield.
15.
Okay, so you start goosh, goosh, and then the old man next to you is gonna he stands up and grabs his shield and starts doing it too, but he's offbeat. And the rest of them slowly start doing it, and Derek turns and starts tapping against his as well.
A nod. Like
Yeah.
a no close eye, up brow, like
Just
nod,
nod.
like we're fucking ready. Let's go.
So, as this happens, you begin to hear, you begin to feel like the whole group gets very tight and close knit, and the anxious pre-battle feel, even if it's fake, it hits you. And then Derek turns and he goes, "Let's send those Astarian rats running!" And he picks up his sword. He points down the hill, and then a moment later, a trumpet blast comes. And the start of the battle begins, and you hear "For Ishtar" as all these mercenaries come charging up the hill. And a tall half-ogre, among several mounted soldiers, begins leading them up.
I'm gonna start marching with everybody, right?
What, huh?
We're marching, right? Towards them?
Oh, you're charging.
Or charging towards
You're
them.
charging.
I'm gonna think to myself in the middle of this charge that I never got a blunted weapon.
Everybody
I
else
was
has...
thinking about
And
that.
so, we'll say
use
you...
the backside of my mace.
Yeah, so we'll just say you guys all have them.
Yep.
Okay.
But, so essentially you'll be rolling, but if you roll damage, it'll be blunt damage.
Okay.
Okay, for the moment, it'll be blunt damage.
Safety kill.
I was about to.
Safety kill.
I was about to steal from one of the crappy archers. Give me those.
Just knock the arrowhead off your.
You can just smack
Yeah,
the flat
I'll do
side
that.
of my
That
ass.
sounds more badass.
You probably just pick it up, like, oh shit, and just bang it off your leg.
Take all the. All right, good to
Where am I
go.
at? Which one's the rotate button? Where?
Oh, back.
Nope, right
That
there.
one. There you go.
Let's rotate towards you.
Okay, so, I need all of you to make perception checks. All of you. Don't
That is bad. That is a 6 plus 4, 10.
Okay.
4. Gee, my rolls so bad tonight.
19.
Okay. So as your group and the mercenary group are charging towards each other, Calavar notices the glint of steel coming off of the weapons of the mercenaries. And he specifically notices that the half-ogre that is leading them is wielding a very large steel war axe. You get the feeling that this reenactment may not actually be a reenactment.
Noticing that, and immediately,
So, as you notice this, the lines begin to crash together. Okay. I'll give you 5 seconds before the lines hit to say or do anything.
is Darrett leading the charge?
He is leading the charge. He's in the front. He's in the
Okay.
front rank. Compared to you.
Seeing that happen, knowing that I can't get to him quick enough and get rid of or show my magic, Calavar will just stow his mace really quick, just hanging on the hook real fast, grab his pouch, put his fingers together, and just make a little diamond and press out, casting shield
On Derek. So Derek gets that +2, right? Is it a +2 or is it a 1d4?
Shield of Faith. I'm sorry.
Okay.
A shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature you're trying to within range. Yeah, that is a +2.
Okay.
Yep.
So +2 to his AC, right?
Yep. Let's
Okay.
do it as AC.
And then he's gonna have Oh, that's the wrong fucking one. Okay, so 19. Okay, I need all of you guys to roll for initiative. So I will read this to you as you go. The unexpected sound of metal clashing on armor rings across the field. Silencing laughter and melodramatic boasts, a ribbon of red splashes over the grassy hill, followed by shocked screams. Any pretense of a reenactment shatters. High hills the side of a true battle once more. Within moments, all around you, armored mercenaries attack unprepared villagers, fighting for their lives.
One of them. You still have the
Yeah.
limited.
That's true. Oh yeah, that's true. Alright. I rolled 20.
Okay. 1 second.
Switch my 3.
So, and your character is Drip, so D20. What did you roll?
14.
14. What'd you roll?
19.
Okay. And then for Garrett. Wow, that sucks. Okay. Steal a bonus to his initiative.
Where were we on the battlefield?
So you guys are at the top. He'll be at the top of the hill. You guys were charging down. So the very top up here, if you look,
We
Here?
were on the. You were
This would be
in
me,
back.
so I'm, like,
we were
here.
on the left flank.
yeah, you guys
So
were on the
we
left
were-
flank. So our bugbear boy is going to be up here at the top, more than likely.
Okay.
And
oh
then,
no, just the bad guy, right?
huh?
Or him.
No, me.
Him, he's the
Oh,
bugbear.
okay.
Yeah. And then you guys were charging on the right flank, so you're probably going to be about midway, somewhere over here.
Okay. Where's the leader, the other army?
1 second, I got to roll for all that.
Just further on the outside.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
So since I'm farther back, do I actually realize what's going on immediately, or do I have to roll perception?
You hear everything.
Okay.
You now hear metal on metal. You hear screams. You can see blood.
Okay.
So you know that the war is actually begun. It's an actual fight.
And as soon as Calivor casted Shield of Faith, he instinctively would have looked back and yelled, or wherever the spectators were, and yelled for
Them to
which
get
one? He would have yelled for either Becklin or Cudgel, probably Cudgel.
They can't
Probably
hear
would have
you.
yelled for Cudgel.
So you yell, but they can't hear you over the.
That's fine. He still would have done it.
Okay. And then they're all on war horses.
Oh, goody. Fantastic. So which one's the leader?
They're just 3 guards at the moment. They're not actual. There's no leader yet.
Okay.
Where's that?
The pointer?
That ogre,
I
the
got
half
it.
ogre.
That's what I
I
was
got
talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, but so right now you guys are engaged with 3 of the mercenaries, but you're not actually fighting the ogre just yet.
Where is the ogre?
The ogre is in the front line, probably about 10 paces down from Darrett, slashing through mercenaries. Or not mercenaries, but slashing through the militia.
Okay.
Okay, so the way this map works, okay? The red is called the fray. If you guys go into the fray, then something can happen to you based off of a table that I have. Generally speaking, you'll have to roll a saving throw for me, and if you fail this throw, you're going to take some damage. That's going to be the general rule. The fray represents the battle happening around you. Okay? Just so you guys are tracking.
So this is basically zoomed in on our specific location. The rest of the battle is outside the fray.
Exactly. Cool. Darrett rolled 4 plus 1's a 5. I just gotta roll more die for these other ones. Where did my d20 go?
You don't need it.
I don't need it. No. Ah, there it is. You said that and gave me a great roll. I'm so proud of you.
That's okay. Everybody gets one.
Okay, so you may have to help me with the mounted combat thing, so I'm working it, but I'm not perfect with it.
Okay.
So if I say something wrong, just let me know. And they have. Okay, so right now, you are first, followed by Calvar. So Calvar, you're on deck. What would you like to do?
So I just see. This is all I see of these.
This
3?
is all you see. You see 3 mounted warriors riding up the hill towards 2 of you.
The other archers are.
So you should be further in the back. 'Cause you said you're on top of the hill, right? That's you.
That's nuts.
And that's me.
That's
He's
you?
the bugbear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ignore me. My bad. I saw the bow. My
Yeah.
bad. Threw me off.
Are the other archers still by me?
Hmm?
Are the other archers still there? Or are they,
The next two archers are further to your left in the fray, so it's
are they
you.
like engaged?
Everybody outside the fray is engaged. Yes, they are firing arrows down, but
You're
there's-
saying they're in the fray? Okay.
they're in the fray. Their arrows are blunted though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay. Shit. So I'm gonna. So what are they? Are they all wearing the same armor? Are they all like?
yeah, they're all mercenaries mounted on
Yeah.
horses.
But they're all wearing the same armor stuff. So okay. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot for this guy's horse.
One on the far left?
Try to take his horse down. Is his
Okay.
horse fully armored or is it?
It's a warhorse. It's
Okay.
Yeah, it's armored. It's an armored warhorse. So you're gonna shoot at the warhorse, or you're shooting at the rider?
I'm gonna try to take the horse down.
Okay. So and you have your chosen enemy is beasts, correct?
Yes.
So that gives you advantage on the roll, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So roll with advantage to hit, please.
That's a 4 plus
So
7. That's a 7 plus 7, so 14.
14 hits.
Okay. And then roll damage.
Yep.
Let me get the spell off here real quick. How do I get back to my actions? So 1d8 plus 3. So 8 plus 3. 11.
So 8 plus 3. So you did 11 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this arrow comes flying in and hits the horse right in the front left shoulder, and hurts it fairly bad. It doesn't drop it immediately, but you can see the horse is moving slower. It's more sluggish, and it's neighing in pain. And the rider kind of breaks the front of the arrow so it doesn't break off while the horse is running.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Is that all I can? That's all I can do.
You have bonus actions you can use.
I don't know what bonus actions are there. Or where my bonus actions be?
You just scroll down a little bit. It should be labeled
Okay.
bonus actions.
Bonus actions. Actions in combat, 2 weapon fighting, and my hunter's mark, but I'm not using my hunter's mark yet. So, if anything, I'll move to kind of position behind them a little bit, give me more protection.
Okay. That's your turn?
Yep.
Okay, so Calabar, it's your turn, followed by Bacchus. Actually, Bacchus, what's your dex modifier?
+1.
It'd be your turn next.
So, Calabar is going to see this arrow fly out, and he's going to, once again, or he already had his mace kind of dangling slightly, and he'll just pull out a light crossbow
Okay.
and shoot the one directly in front of him with it.
One directly in front, so this one?
Yep.
Okay.
The reindeer.
The reindeer. I like it. Are you hitting the horse or the rider?
The rider.
Okay.
15?
15 misses.
Okay.
Just straight by.
Okay.
Set for.
Calabar is going to move and try to kind of position behind, like, take a slight knee behind that wall.
You now have half cover,
Okay.
just so you're tracking. I believe that's a +2 to your AC.
Okay. Yeah. And that'll be the end of his turn.
Okay, Bacchus, your turn, and then the mercenaries are on deck.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep moving towards him. The guy in front of me.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try and, as he's like moving towards me, I'm trying to swing my axe at him.
Okay.
20?
20 hits.
Yeah. Sweet.
You hitting him or the rider?
Him.
Okay, 20 hits.
That's awful. 6 damage.
6 damage on that one.
Yeah, that one.
So you hit him, and you can see it hurt bad. It hurt him pretty good. He kind of reaches for you, hit him,
Okay.
and kind of rights himself and gets ready for the next hit.
I want to use a bonus action, trying to use Hammering Horns.
Hammering horns.
Yeah. So he has to succeed on a 13 strength saving throw, or get pushed 10 feet away.
Okay. Strength saving throw.
Mhm.
He fails that.
Okay, so he gets pushed.
You move him backward. How many feet was it? 10? 10 feet. Okay. So actually, since you hit the rider, we'll say that you knocked the rider off the mount.
Okay.
So just if you can move him off the mount.
Yeah, he just tapped on.
Yeah.
Pull him off. Oh, this is
Blue tack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a paint.
Yeah. And then we'll say the mount went running off into the fray.
Okay.
So.
Goodbye, Warhorse. That's from this set, the Dragonlance set.
Oh,
Yep.
that's
One
dope.
of the ones you
Yeah, and then I will end my turn.
Okay. So the guards. The one that just had the warhorse get shot, he's going to press up the hill. Just going to make sure that I have
Is that last one prone?
this one. He is
Yeah.
prone, yes.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
correct. Movement. 60 feet. All right, cool. So I'm going to move him straight up to the wall in front of you.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to try and hit you over the wall.
Okay.
Guard. So the warhorse is going to try and hit you first. He rolls an 8.
Nope.
Okay, so he misses. Hold on. Did I do that right?
If he's doing a charge, if he's using the charge for mounted
So-
combat with a Warhorse.
Yeah, it's a DC strength check for you, but I wasn't doing that because there's a wall in the way.
Just trying to kick.
Actually, that would have been a 12 to hit. Sorry. Okay. So the horse goes to kick you and just kicks the wall in front of you, and then the rider is going to reach over while he's kicking and try to hit you with his spear.
Okay.
Which is a 8 to hit.
Does not hit.
So he goes to try and stab you with the spear, but he just misses and skims right over the wall. That is the end of his turn. The next one is going to come over to you, Bacchus. And the horse is going to use charge, so I need you to do a strength saving throw for me.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
7.
Okay. That fails. So you've been knocked prone,
Ouch. My guy prone.
and then the rider is going to try and stab down at you with the spear at the same time.
Okay.
I believe he has advantage because you're prone, or it just hits, doesn't it?
No, it's advantage.
Yeah,
If it's a melee weapon
Yeah.
and they're prone, yeah.
Should have read it. It's right in front of me. So a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So he stabs you with this spear, and does 26 plus 1 damage. Does 6 damage to you. 6 piercing damage.
So is this
Scream in pain.
Like a little girl, or
That hurt!
my butt.
Yeah. Where he stabbed me.
Okay.
So it does.
That should have one more
Oh, yeah,
guard.
because I did 7.
So this guy's gonna use half his movement to stand up.
it,
If you can help me with that.
For the
Oh,
most
yeah,
part,
yeah.
So I just
He's
wouldn't
standing
have
up where
five.
he's
Right.
laying down.
Yeah,
Right here.
and then he's going to walk up to you, and
Okay.
then he's gonna make a melee attack with his spear as well.
Okay. Should have turned off
I
rage.
think I added the 5.
Huh?
I should have turned on rage.
Probably.
Plus 3 is a modifier.
13
So,
plus 1 is 14
do I add
plus
this?
3, so
Nope.
17
Okay,
to
this
hit.
is just for hit, right?
Yeah,
That
that's
hits.
just
Okay.
Okay.
So I just don't add the plus 3.
right.
Okay,
That-
that's
For
okay.
3 damage.
I'm just getting mad at this point.
So now that they've ended their turn, we're going to go to the top of the round, and so as this first initial round of combat has ended. You guys see Derek coming in from the top of the hill, midway top of the hill, over here off the western flank, right here. And we're gonna say Derek is at the end of the initiative order for the moment.
He looks pretty dope.
And Derek is going to walk. Derek's gonna walk 30 feet towards this knight here at the wall. Okay, and then he is going to use his longsword to hit the knight. Fuck me. Wrong dice.
Does it just do bludgeoning since it's
Yeah, I was gonna
Is
say.
it blunted?
It's blunted, but we'll say that he had his actual weapon on his hip, so he pulled out the regular longsword and dropped the wooden sword.
Good.
Smart man.
So that's a 13.
Not completely worthless.
So he misses. He goes to hit, but it just bounces off the armor. But he has multi-attack.
Ooh.
So he instead brings it back around to hit the warhorse, which hits hard. So he hits the warhorse in the back of the legs, which has already taken damage. And we'll say he's two-handed it. And he hits it for 7 points of damage. And this horse just whinnies, and you can see its legs trying to buckle. And it's looking super bloody, but it isn't down yet.
Stronger than he looks.
This horse.
This poor horse, man. Getting torn up.
And that is the end of Derek's turn. It is currently Dip's turn with Caliber on deck.
Okay. This guy's up. So this guy was injured, right? Already?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you knocked him
he's been
off his-
injured.
Yeah, no.
The one that got
Oh,
knocked
you
off the
knocked-
horse.
yeah.
One, two. I'm gonna move 25 feet, and I'm gonna shoot at him with my longbow.
Okay.
So 9 plus 7,
Which is
so
a 16.
16.
Meets it, beats it.
All right, and then 98. 6 plus 3, so
How does
8,
this man
and
die? Tell me. How does he die?
arrow straight to the dick.
So this arrow comes in
That's the
and finds
chink in the armor.
finds the one soft spot in the middle armor, and you just see blood come splitting out from between his legs. And this man drops, holding his balls, and you see a pool of blood start to flow up around him.
Oh, dude. It's falling all over my face.
Yeah, okay.
He just shot his dick all over your face.
Dude.
That's gonna make you rage real bad.
Oh, my God. What's this white stuff on me?
What's this combination? Oh my god, it's not mayonnaise. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I'll move the last 5 feet. And
Okay.
head into it.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. That's Calabar followed by Bacchus.
Calabar is. So, what is your rule on flanking? Is it exact opposite, or how far?
So long as you're within the back quarter quadrant, I consider it flanking.
Okay. So Calabar is going to slightly move here, so we can kind of see Derek, and say, "Well done. Now your mettle is tested." As he stows the crossbow and unclips the mace and just kind of swings up. Not at the horse.
At the rider.
You know what? Non-lethal damage. He's gonna swing. He saw what Derek was trying to do. He's gonna try to swing out the warhorse's front legs.
Okay.
Non-lethal.
Okay. So you don't have to roll for it because you're gonna hit, guarantee it, and it's gonna knock him out.
Okay.
What happens to this horse as you hit it?
I didn't want to break any bones or anything. Basically, just take its legs out from underneath him, so he falls over sideways and kind of traps the leg of the rider on top of him.
Okay.
As he lays on with his heavy warhorse metal or anything.
Okay,
just
so-
to get that guy prone.
Yeah, absolutely. The guy's prone and now trapped underneath the horse, which is gonna give him disadvantage on getting back up.
Okay.
So if you guys can knock that over for me, please. Is there anything you'd like to use with your bonus action?
Yes. Calibar is going to take his fist and, as 2-weapon fighting, use an unarmed strike and just kind of punch
The guard?
guy on the ground. Yep.
Okay.
At advantage. Shit. 17.
Hits.
2 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. So you punch this guy in the face, and he's like, "Oh, I can't! Oh, stop it! It's not fair."
This was a reenactment. What the fuck are you doing?
And you just hear him go, "Gargona said we have to kill you all. Just let me get up first."
Never. You got a curb something now.
He just goes, "It's not done."
So you
Okay.
can use 2-weapon fighting with a fist?
If
Unarmed
you allow
combat.
it.
Yeah.
No, that's just wondering.
Unarmed combat's a thing. It's technically it's consistently wielded, right? So if you want to unarmed hit with a fist, fine.
This one.
Your turn. Guards on deck.
Since I have it, it's good to know.
Okay. Let's stand up.
Okay.
Stand up, please.
Stand up. Help me.
No.
So, when you're standing up next to someone, do they get an attack of opportunity?
No.
Okay.
I'll say no. It does use half movement though.
Okay. And I'm gonna look at the rider next to me, quite pissed off, with blood all over my face.
That's rage.
Not yet.
This ain't my blood.
I'm gonna try and swing my great axe at him.
Okay. The horse or the rider?
The rider.
Okay.
Another 20.
Nat 20 or
No.
dirty 20? Okay. You hit.
Okay. 15 damage.
You one shot this dude. Tell me what happens.
As I swing from left to right,
Mhm.
and as he's looking at
tacked
me,
on there too.
it's just gonna split him in half.
Oh Jesus! So
Yeah.
you hit this guy right at the waistline,
Yeah.
where the breastplate disassociates, and then before the leg plate starts.
Yeah, kind of like at a diagonal upwards.
And this chain armor just splits as your axe hits, and you rip straight through, and his top half just pops up and falls over to the side, and the horse rides off with his leg still in the stirrup. So
Then I laugh.
that guy's off the map. Goodbye, reindeer.
Quite fitting for Cloud Strike.
And then I'm gonna use a bonus action to walk.
Sure.
I only have half my speed, right?
I mean, you don't have to use a bonus action to walk. You can just walk.
Okay.
You're already standing.
I only have half my speed since I just threw it in there.
You only have half your distance. You still have your bonus action, so if you have something else, go for it.
No, I'm just gonna walk over to
Can you
them
go diagonal?
while they're crowding them.
Yeah, he rules diagonal.
You allow diagonal?
I allow diagonal.
Wait, why is he still alive?
And he did you hear
I
underneath the
had to
horse?
punch him.
you hear underneath this horse, this guy just goes,
Yeah.
"They knocked out the horse, this isn't fair!"
Calibar says shush and starts petting the horse.
Okay,
And then
so
that'll end my turn. Well, after I talk to him.
okay, so as this happens, you see the half ogre you saw before coming out of the again right behind where Derek was over here at the bottom, coming towards you guys. I just gotta pull up his info. But the guard is going to try and free himself from being underneath the horse with disadvantage at the roll.
He's stuck.
17. We'll say he fails that because the horse weighs a ton. It's in armor. So he's still trapped and can't do anything. Let me just look real quick.
That's.
He's gonna try and use his attacks at disadvantage to hit Derek. Just kind of lash out at him. That's gonna miss. And as he tries to do this, like with his spear, just kind of jab on his side. Both of them Derek steps over. They don't even hit. Not even close. So that's the end of his turn, and then we're gonna take the other dude's turn.
Derek, behind you.
I'm not even typing. Are you actually yelling that to him?
Yeah, if you allow it.
I'll allow it, but I'm gonna say he doesn't recognize it till it's his turn.
That's fine.
Come on. Where am I at? Okay, but it's not just him. You also see 2 more guards with him as he comes out of the fray. So we're gonna stand this boy back up and put him behind him. They're on foot though, so if you can grab this boy off of him.
Oh, off of it.
Yeah. One on either side of him.
Okay.
Okay, whose turn is it? I'm losing track of myself here. And they're all gonna have. Okay. The guards are gonna be at the same position. Fantastic. And then other boy is at bottom of the order. Okay. Okay, so the guard's turn's over. It's currently Darrett's turn. Darrett is going to take and try and hit this dude in the face with his sword, but he's going to use both hands. But he misses.
Does he react to me having told him to watch behind him?
He will in just a second, but he has advantage on the hit. So he hits with the second attack with the longsword with 2-hand. And completely obliterates that guard. That guard is now dead. He just stabs him right in the face. And then he looks at you and says, "Alright, I'm on it." And he turns around and looks towards the ogre. So if you guys can turn so he's no longer flanked. And then he's going to back up and go over the wall and stand next to you guys.
Oh, he's gonna go behind the wall.
Yeah, he's going to go behind the wall and stand next to you guys. And his turn. And then the ogre is going to step forward.
20 feet.
30 feet of movement. He's going to take his full 30 and walk straight towards Derek. And then you're going to hear him say, "Garganus doesn't like you guys." Who? Garganus. Gargonis.
No, can I ask him who?
Sure.
Yeah.
Who do you mean who? And he's going to look at the guards behind me and goes, "Look here. We got one who still thinks this is all a game."
And that's gonna really piss me off.
Okay. That will be the end of his turn, I do think. Yeah. Actually, he's going to try and hit with a javelin. And he's going to be aiming for... He's going to look at the elf, the cleric, and think it's an easy hit. He's going to aim for the elf. That's a natural 20 to hit.
As a reaction, wait, what's his modifier?
It is strength for that.
No, what's natural 20, but what's to hit?
It's natural 20 to hit you with the modifier on the javelin.
Yes.
It's plus 5 to hit.
So 25.
Mm-hmm.
So I have an 18 plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's temporary hit points.
It's 10 hit points.
Casting. No, that wouldn't even beat it. 18. That'd be 23. Okay. Yeah. It
Okay.
is.
So, 2d6.
I guess he's right.
Huh?
You lucked out.
Yeah.
You said he thinks it's easy target, then he just nat 20s it.
That's
Twice.
gonna be a solid 15 damage.
You got it. Okay.
Cool. So he does that. He starts laughing like, "I told you they'd be easy to hit." And that's the end of his turn. You are on top. Calabar, you're on deck.
The other ones aren't moving.
Not yet. It's not their turn.
1, 2, 3. Boom. We're gonna move up here so I can get line of sight.
Real quick before you do that.
Hide behind that wall.
So as the top of the round starts, 2 terrified horses come bolting out of the fray, running across the top of the board and just going to the other side. I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Funky. 17 plus 7.
Yeah,
Or,
you just
right now, not plus 7. Yeah, 17 plus. Sorry, 5.
you just step out of the way. These horses, you're like, "Nah, not today, son." And just walk out of the way of the horses, and they bolt off into the fray. So go ahead and do it the rest of your turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna crouch down behind the log for cover.
Okay, so
And I'm
you
gonna-
have quarter cover.
I'm going to. Yeah, I can use bonus action before my normal action. Right?
You forgot the half cover, didn't you?
There's a plus
2
2
on
or
top.
plus 2.
It would still would have
beat
hit
it.
me to beat it, yeah.
So Hunter's Mark I can use as a bonus action, so I can use my bonus action first, right?
Yeah, you can use
Okay.
you can use them
So
in
I'm-
whatever order.
So yeah, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the
Argonis. Okay. What?
Um,
Can you tell me what that does?
So yeah, I'm right clicking here. So Hunter's Mark gives me I choose a creature I can see within range, and mystically mark it as my quarry. Until that spell ends, I deal an extra d6 damage to the target whenever I hit with a weapon attack. And I have advantage on a Wisdom, Perception, or Wisdom Survival check I make to find it. If the target drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, I can use bonus action on subsequent turn to mark a new
recast.
creature.
So it
it
gives
lasts
you-
for an hour concentration.
Gives you an additional 1d4 on a hit, or
D6.
additional d6 on a hit. Okay. 2 hit or on a hit.
On a hit with a melee weapon or with a weapon.
So it gives you an additional 1d6 damage on a hit with a weapon. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna roll to hit with my bow.
Okay.
There's a condition ring in there for Hunter's Mark.
Is there?
Yeah, I think there might be.
19 plus 7.
That definitely hits.
So 1d8 plus 3. So 2 plus 3 is 5, and then an extra d6. A 5, so 10.
10 points of damage.
Yep.
There's a magical effect in there, and there's Bane. I thought there was Hunter's Mark.
I'm looking. I still have a chance to see it. Exhausted. Let's do magical effect. For half-ogre.
Can I also
Wait,
have
oh,
a concentration
have a-
ring?
You are concentrating? Or he's concentrating, that's right.
2 concentration rings.
Because you have the one on Derek.
Yeah, I gotta make my Constitution saving throw.
Oh, my bad.
My bad.
On Derek Calvert.
Yep.
One's on
Oh.
Derek.
No, one's
No,
on. No, one's on me.
one's on Calvar, and one is on the on
Me.
On Derek.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because he's
Yeah.
concentrating on
Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith.
For Derek.
Oh, that's right, you still had that.
Okay.
Con saving.
I was wondering what
throw.
those were. Those are dope.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Do you count hopping over the wall as like 10 feet?
We'll consider it difficult terrain.
14 on my con save, so I'm still.
You're still concentrating. Okay.
Okay.
That was Gargonis' turn. Top of the round, you did yours. Calavar, it's your turn, and then Bacchus, you're on deck.
Click them up.
So seeing what's happened, as a. I don't know if I can do this bonus action. Jesus. Come on, spells. Quit being dumb. Scroll.
Sucks they're missing today, dude. This is like one of the best parts.
Huh.
It sucks that they're missing today. This is
I
one
know.
of the best things.
It's a good fight.
So,
I'm really missing this right now.
as a bonus action, Calavar is going to reach into his component pouch and just pick a little pinch of something out of a little hole. And it's kind of, as he's lifted his hands up, his pinky and his thumb separate from the little bit of powder in his hand. And they come together and they like do a little clap. Like in midair, they like clap, and then he opens his hand, and as the dust kind of opens, he drags it across his chest.
It's a yo.
Yeah, healing word.
Okay.
And he just kind of mumbles something under his breath.
Okay.
So that is.
So Derek notices it, but he, seeing you do the semantic and physical portion of it,
Yeah.
he assumes you're actually using a learned spell.
Yep.
And I'm assuming you used a God-given spell, right?
Yeah, healing word. Yeah.
Yeah. So
And then I heal for 4.
So they're normal magic, just not like
yeah. So
just
any-
well, my stuff
like
is-
sorcerers and stuff.
so sorcerers, wizards, bards are all
Yeah.
learned magic through
Okay.
study,
Yeah.
whereas cleric and druidic magic is not.
Yeah.
All my
I get it.
spells that I'm doing are flavored, and I learned through wizardry. So everything
Yeah.
looks like wizard spells.
Okay,
He's an arcane cleric.
that makes sense.
So Calabar will do that as he's moving over the wall.
Okay.
I'm moving next to him, and he is going to circle around him, just on the back side of him.
For flanking.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll just do this. It's a weird base. For flanking. And he's going to reach out and just, as he's reaching out, his hands are going to like clasp together, and he's going to do like little movements with his hand and put his hand just like on the elbow of this big guy, and casting Inflict wounds.
Nice. So as you do this, you hear a voice behind you somewhere that you can tell isn't present and only you can hear it. And it says, yes, use their weakness against them. It's a male's voice.
Fucking 16 plus. Hang on. Where's the modifier for this? Spell attack. Dirty 20.
Hits.
Okay. They're all right here, aren't they? There they are. He takes. That's shitty. That's so shitty. 3d10.
What'd you roll?
7.
Oh, that still hits. So this damage hits him, and he looks like he's hurting. He's hurting pretty bad.
And he'll say, you're not under the orders of Cudgel. Who sent you to do this?
And he'll respond. He'll just laugh at you. He says, "Wouldn't you like to know? Cudgel's weak."
That's my friend. And then he'll do inflict. No, I can't do that. That's my friend. He's my friend.
That's my mercenary.
It's my birthday and this is me.
That's the end of.
Kevlar's turn. Okay. Bacchus, your turn.
Okay,
The guards are on deck.
I'm really mad
The
now.
mercenaries are on deck.
'Cause he made me feel stupid. So I'm gonna rage.
Ah, it took you long enough. Jesus. Barbarian that doesn't rage?
Where need you go?
I'm gonna go right in front of him.
You're
On
like
top
on
of the
top
wall?
of the wall.
Oh, am I
You
on top
go
of the
to the
wall?
side?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. No, yeah, let me stay on top of the wall. Try and smack down on him.
Okay. It gives you advantage. You're above him and pissed.
Oh.
Yes.
And we're flanking.
And I'm
So,
flanking? Oh,
yeah.
sweet. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna try and attack him. Try and cleave his head in half.
You hit like a brick wall last time, so that's why.
16.
Hits.
Alright.
Fuck him up.
That was gross. Only 4 damage.
Okay.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Really
You
bad.
hit him, and he looks like he's bleeding pretty bad. He's not super bloody
Really?
yet, but he's bleeding pretty
Sorry.
bad.
7 damage. No. 6 damage.
Okay.
6.
So he's
Maths.
he's definitely hurting.
Okay.
He's pretty bloody. He's pretty bloody.
Okay.
Okay, so as this happens, these guards push up to flank Calavar on the other side. Okay. And then 2 more guards come over the battlefield at the same place. So if you can just grab that one, and then probably the Mavericks.
Oh my god. Where's the little fluid man?
And then these ones will move 15 feet to about here and here. Since they just joined the fight. And then this guard on the southern end is going to swing at Kevlar. Or Calavar, sorry.
Kevlar.
Yeah, I kept saying Kevlar. He killed me. Wait, he's gonna stab him with the spear. For a horrendously bad roll, it's not gonna hit you.
Nope.
And he just slides past you. And the other one, seeing him
Carry it
miss that
away.
bad, is gonna kind of chuckle and say, "You never were too good with that thing." And then he's gonna try and stab at you. Again, he slides right past, and his buddy goes, "Hey, you ain't too good either." And that's the end of the guard's turn. It's Darrett's turn. So Darrett is going to go over the wall, and he's going to actually walk up to this one, seeing that Garganus is handled, and take a swing at that the mercenary. And he misses. With the first attack, he misses. He's going to use his multi-attack to strike again. That one hits. And he's going to two-hand grip this long sword for 1d10 damage. And he just rips through this guard. Absolutely rips through this guard. To the point where he takes and hits him in the shoulder, goes across the front, The guard kind of crumples for a second. He's barely standing up. He's got like a knee on the ground, a hand on the ground.
Erect.
So that's the end of Darrett's turn. Garganus is going to swing at Bacchus.
Oh.
He's going to aim for your legs since you're standing on the top of the wall in front of him and try and chop him off.
Ouch.
For a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. For 14 slashing damage.
Alright. Since I'm pissed, I'm only gonna take half of that.
Okay. That is the end of Garganus' turn. It is currently Drip's turn. Calabar, you're on deck.
So let's go. 17 plus 5, 22.
Who are you trying to hit?
Garganus.
Hits.
I'm going to do non-lethal.
Okay,
So I knock him out.
good.
My man. He knows what's up.
I told you he had experience.
8. 8 plus 3, so 11, and then 4. So
You did 2d8? Why'd you do 2d8?
that was 1d8,
Oh, okay.
and then a d6.
Oh, plus the
Yeah,
d6 on
yeah.
top.
So it's 11 plus 4, 15.
Okay, so what happens to this man as you hit him?
I'm gonna, since I'm using real arrows, I'm gonna try to shoot through both legs and try to take him down.
Okay.
So
Achilles just
Yeah.
straight
So-
through the legs.
You shoot. So you shoot and you hit the calf
Yeah.
just right and just rips through the calf and plunges into the Achilles heel, the other one. And he screams and grabs his leg and topples over the side and hits the ground, reaching at his legs. He's incapacitated.
go prone, you son of a bitch.
Okay. Bonus action, anything?
No.
You do have the
Oh,
option
yeah, I will
to
use the bonus
recast
action.
your Hunter's Mark since you took.
This guy.
Okay. So can you move that magical effect over to the other one, please?
Which one? To this one?
Yeah, from Garganus to him, please. Okay. I need to.
How much time is passing?
It's 6 seconds per turn, so it's
Okay,
been about
cool.
a minute. Or less than that. It's been like 20
Yeah,
seconds.
it's been like
Oh.
24.
Yeah.
24 seconds?
Like fourth, fifth round.
Is it the fourth round, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so as this turn cycle starts, a random you guys as arrows fly overhead
Oh shit.
and come in.
Calabar scream out, volley!
I need all of you to roll a d20 for me.
Do we get advantage because Calabar yells that out?
Negative.
What
Actually,
what
sorry,
bonus- do we have
strike
any
that.
bonuses?
Take that d20 and make it your dexterity saving throw.
A dex saving throw.
Yeah.
There's
So
16.
15
You save.
and then
You said 15?
plus 5, 20.
You save.
Plus 1, 18.
You all saved it. So as
Jesus
he
Christ.
yells volley, all these arrows just come down and pepper the ground around you.
That was fortunate.
So, and then Calabar, it is your turn, correct?
He's so tired of getting his ass beat.
Blood
Blood sprayed all over him. He's
around
like,
all of us.
So,
Calabar will take the mace and swing it up at the one to the south of him.
Okay.
Let's give it a gill.
Don't fuck me, Gil. I like it.
Oh,
That's,
is that cocked?
I
that's
can't
not
see.
good.
If it looks cocked, just re-roll it. Is it a good
No,
roll?
it slightly was, but we'll take the 3.
Okay.
We'll take the 3.
No, just re-roll it. It's
It's hard
fine.
to-
If it's cocked, re-roll it. It's fine.
This is hard to like tell if it's really cocked. There we go. 8.
8.
Plus
So
3,
it's
11.
Nope, doesn't hit.
11.
Miss.
Okay. So
Two weapon fighting?
he's gonna punch him.
Okay.
Gil, you stay up there.
You fucked me, Gil. You fucked me.
Ooh, I'm getting bad rolls. 8.
Miss.
And Calabar is going to.
If you'd like, when you're gonna do your unarmed strikes, I'll let you flavor it so you punch out with the shield.
Ooh.
Just use the
Okay.
same. Just use the same blow rolls.
Shield
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Cool. Easy enough.
Oh, Witcher.
Oh, he's not gonna.
Which music always gets me hyped
He's
up.
gonna move back 5 feet.
Okay, so towards the next group? Or towards Gargonis?
Is he in melee with only those two, correct?
He's only in melee with those two.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
He actually, let me check and see if I'm concentrating. No, we'll wait on that. Calavar's going to stay where he's at.
Okay. Can you roll me that concentrated saving throw though? Because you did get attacked twice, didn't you? Or did they both missed. You're fine.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
you're fine. Okay. His turn's over. Bacchus, it's your turn. Guards are on deck.
Can I step over the ugly ogre without any?
Yeah, you're fine.
Without any consequence. Okay.
We'll say he's too busy writhing in pain to really stop you, so you're good.
Okay. Yeah. And I want to attack this guy who looks awfully familiar to the guy I just killed.
Bobby!
Oh, yes. Dirty 20.
That definitely hits.
All right. 14 damage.
How does this man die?
I swing down and just split him in half with my great
And
axe.
as you get to about halfway, the armor starts to slow your blade, and the both parts just, and you can pull your blade out,
Bad way to go.
Very nice.
and the body just, and you hear the guards behind you go, "No, Greg!"
Fucking Greg.
And then I will end my turn.
Okay. So the three guards, the one that's being flanked currently between Derek and Kevlar is going to swing out again at Kevlar. Or Calavar, Jesus Christ.
Kevlar.
Kevlar.
That's killing me, dude. I'm tired. For a nat 20.
Ooh.
What's his modifier?
To hit you, plus 3, 23.
Oh, he'd still hit. Okay.
So, and then he's going to hit you for 10 damage.
Calavar goes unconscious.
Oof.
Okay, so can you remove the concentrating ring, please?
Yeah.
And then I give you an unconscious token. Sorry, bro. Kind of.
Poor Darren.
And so Derek sees this and yells, "No, my buddy!" Freaks out.
Like,
His
calm down.
last unconscious breath is
Yeah.
like, I'm not your buddy.
I'm like, calm down, he's still alive.
As he starts coughing, he's
I
like,
feel a little weak now.
Yeah.
So, okay, and that is the end of that guard's turn since he's in combat. The guard just next to him here is going to circle around and get into base contact with Garrett. And he's going to lash out with the spirit. Garrett.
Dude, Darren's not good.
Garrett, he misses. He goes to hit Garrett.
Garrett's
Garrett just knocks it
lucky.
aside. Straight up knocks it aside. The last one is going to rush up to you, even though you just killed Greg, asshole. And he's going to jab at you with the spear for a 15 hit.
That hits.
Okay. For
Darren's definitely from
3 damage.
He's
I'll
like one of the
take
Knights
half
of the
of that.
Andal.
So
Oh, yeah.
just do 2 damage. Actually, round it down. Round down to 1.
Okay.
Round down to 1.
The stupid, annoying ass one with the spears.
Ow.
That pointy.
Pointy.
Okay, and that is the end of their turn. Darrett's turn. Darrett is going to swing out the one right in front of him.
Which one's that?
The one with the sword. Yeah. The first attack hits with his multi attack misses. Second attack with the multi attack also misses. So Darrett's so distracted by Kevlar hitting the ground that he swings, and both of them just go wide of the target by a little bit. Garganus is knocked out. It is currently your turn, and then Bacchus, you're on deck. If you want to go ahead and flip that shaker for me on your turn, and then message me what you get, it'd be fantastic.
On my turn, yeah.
Yeah, on your turn.
So anyways, I'm gonna start blasting.
I started blasting.
17 plus 7.
Hits.
Okay.
Who are you hitting?
The guy at Hunter's Mark 1.
The
The guy at Hunter's Mark 1?
Okay.
Okay.
I heard the guy had jabba.
And
So I
then-
wasn't sure there.
So D8.
Okay.
8 plus 3 is 11. and
That
D6.
is all of his health.
And a 3, 14.
Tell me how he dies.
Straight arrow straight through one ear, comes out the other side.
Ooh.
Do you hit this dude right where his helmet, like the ear hole is for his helmet, and it goes shoot, shoot. He looks like one of those cartoons where the arrow goes through and he's like standing there for a second, and then his body just drops. He's gone.
And then bonus action.
To recast,
In my 90 feet, I think so.
you're within 90.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy.
Okay. Okay. Are you making any movement?
I probably need to.
It's up to you.
Am I within line of sight?
You're within line of sight.
I'm not blocked. Okay. I'll stay there.
We're gonna say you're only like defilayed by maybe 3 feet, and you're a 6-foot
Dragon
creature.
Age.
You're
Holy
fine.
shit.
Okay.
That just took me back.
Actually, wait.
Hmm?
This audio might get muted, so I gotta change it. It happens.
And copyright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a lot of copyright things. Whose turn? Me?
Yeah, death saving throw, please. Tell me just message me what you get.
Okay.
And then mark it on your player sheet, please. Bacchus.
Okay, I'm gonna do a very specific swing. I'm gonna try and swing from left to right to try and knock him over
Okay.
into him.
So incapacitate versus murder.
Well, I want to hit him, and if I hit him, I want to use my bonus action, the hammering horns thing,
Okay.
to try and knock him. Oh, dude, another dirty 20.
Nice.
Seven damage, and then I'd like to use hammering horns. So he has to survive a 13 DC for strength.
He actually crit failed that, so
Nice. So to knock him 10 feet that way.
sure. Does it do damage as well?
That doesn't do damage; just knocks him.
Okay, yeah.
Would it knock him into him?
If you wanted to, yeah.
I would like it for
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
So that one just died, did it? Huh? Or no?
this guy.
No, actually, no. Never mind.
No, that guy just
Yeah.
put my hunter's mark on.
Yeah, no, that's the one. The one you just hit he's hurting really bad, and the other one's still up. Okay, we're good.
So he knocks into him. Would he fall over or anything like that?
No, but the one you just hit is gonna be prone. I'll make the other one make an athletics check. And he passes the athletics check, so he gets hit and kind of keeps moving. But the one that you hit is knocked prone adjacent to him.
Cool.
Okay. So with that, sir, is there anything that you can hear going on around you?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm. What do you hear? What do you see with that roll?
I hear the sounds of battle.
Mm-hmm.
But I see myself surrounded by elves, sparring inside of a temple, or out in like the courtyard of a temple. A younger me.
Okay.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, top of the round. Actually, no, sorry, guards. So the guard that's knocked prone is going to stand up. He's going to use what's left of his movement to get to the opposite side of Derek, which should be right there.
Right there, yeah.
And he's going to swing out at Derek to hit. He hits Derek.
No, Derek.
And
I
then
think this is the first time he got hit, though.
I think so. Yeah.
it is the first
As
time.
soon as you go down, he starts getting hit. Weird.
And he hits Derek for 2 damage. But it doesn't do much to Derek. Derek just kind of, that's it? That's all you got? You know, the arrogant kid that he is.
This weird voice says, "Don't get cocky, kid."
Okay. And then, so what? 2 guards are up, or all that's left, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, just the 2 cards.
Yeah. And then 1 has full health. Okay. So that's the end of his turn. And then the other one's going to also stab out at Derek. For a natural 20. with both hands for 13 damage to Derek. And Derek goes, shit, okay, that one hurt. I'm sorry, that one hurt. You're fair hit. And that is the end of Derek's turn. Top of the round, we are at you, followed by the saving throw.
Question. Do I have high ground?
You don't. You're in defilade, so you can see just over the top of the hill towards them, but they are also technically defilade.
Or they're up the hill?
They're just a little bit above you because.
Oh, I thought they were downhill. Okay.
So if you look, right.
This is the hill and it goes out this way.
This is the apex of the hill.
Okay.
So you're just slightly downhill. They're just slightly downhill, but you can just
Yeah,
make
I
out
see.
their bodies. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Am I still able to shoot at the guy with the?
Yeah, you can still hit them. So you're a 6-foot monster.
Yeah.
So you can still, or humanoid, so you can still see enough to aim and hit them.
Perfect.
They just have a harder time hitting you.
I'm gonna go for my hunter's mark guy with the sword.
Okay.
He just fucked up Derek. 21.
Hits.
Very nice.
And then
And just hit fucking smacks.
D8. 4 plus 3 is 7.
So it's the one that hit
And
Derek.
2, 9.
So how does this man die? Oh, that one's not the one that dies. So you hit him, and he looks like he is much worse for wear.
Okay.
He coughs and some blood comes out, and the arrow's just sticking out of his chest a little bit.
Perfect.
Ooh.
Okay.
End of your turn?
Yep. Enter.
You, sir. And then if you'd like to start getting ready with what you're going to do on your turn.
To what?
If you want to start getting ready for your turn, you
Yeah,
should be
yeah.
next.
I got it.
Leave me hanging. Come on. Finish spinning.
So it
That's
goes to.
crazy, bro. You gotta tell me how you make that.
So just because it floats.
Yep. Lost it.
Can you text me that?
It's all water.
So depending on your roll,
That's awesome.
depending on your roll, if it's a flashback, what's the flashback? If it's not a flashback, what do you see and hear around you?
Let me text you.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. Still hearing a battle around him and still seeing everyone sparring with him outside the temple when he was younger. He looks off to the side and he notices a young ward of one of Calavar's teachers, who's kind of sparring with him, but helping him, like raising the sword up a little bit and like helping him keep the shield up, and then like tussle his hair, and they get back into the fray of it, and that's
Reminds me of that. Yeah, gotcha. Okay. That's the end of your turn? Yep. Okay. Sorry.
You move.
Fuck him up.
Yeah. I'm trying to hit him.
Go for it. Smack him. Smack him.
Dirty 19.
Hits.
Oh.
Definitely hits.
7 damage.
So, are you hitting the one that you launched over there? Or?
No, I'm hitting the one that
says
it got launched into.
Okay, so that one- how does that one die?
I can use the bonus action on a subsequent turn. So it can't use the same
I'm gonna like thrust
have to
with the pointy end.
Okay, sure.
start it now.
So you use it like a spear.
Yep. And lift him up and watch. And look into his
It's the same
eyes
thing, 'cause I
as he
just do it
slowly
same turn.
slides down my
I think
axe.
Okay, so he starts to slide down the points of your axe, and as he gets to the beard, his body starts to slowly cut into it a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you want to throw him, or do you just want to leave him up on top?
Unless I was trying to use the
I'll leave
bonus
him up
action
on
next
top.
turn.
Okay, so now you officially have a mercenary hanging from the front of your battle axe as you're walking across battle.
Very nice.
You can remove him from the board, but he is still currently affixed to your battle axe.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, there is a single guard left in combat, just so you guys know.
I don't have any more actions.
Nope, okay. So, with the guard's turn, this last guard, seeing all of his buddies dying around him, he's going to try and stab Derek one more time. And he hits Derek for... Yeah. For 4 damage. And Derek gets hit this time. He's like, I'm done playing with your shit. He's done with this stuff. And Darrett's hurting, but he's not. He looks like he's gonna be okay. He's hurting, but he looks like he's gonna be okay. And then the guard turns and he goes to run away. And he's going to run away from Darrett towards the west of the map where the rest of the mercenaries were. But opportunity attack from Darrett. And then if you're close enough, you might.
No, I'm too far.
First attack misses. So Darrett hits with the second one with the longsword for a d6. If I'm not mistaken. What's a d8? And Darrett kills him. As he turns around, Darrett hits him with the longsword and kills him. So you guys are no longer in combat. And as all this ends, you guys know that your friend is next to you, unconscious. And as you're laying there, can you roll me a religion check real quick?
Yep.
Yeah.
Shit.
As he's doing that, so as the fight ends, Cludgel and Becklin and Raven and a few of the other bigger, more stronger, they might lift weights on Tuesdays type people come running towards you up the hill. Okay, and they are obviously concerned for you, and they start looking at you and the battlefield, and you see tears coming out of Raven's eyes. Cludgel is in disbelief.
No time for crying.
Becklin goes over to Calabar and begins trying to help him out and stabilize him. What was your role in that relationship?
8.
Okay. So as you're laying there and you're slowly beginning to stabilize, you feel faint divine energy, but you're not sure who it is or what it is or who's trying to help you. But Becklin manages to stabilize you, and you get up at 1 health point.
Neat.
So you are no longer unconscious. And Becklin and
Immediately, as soon as I become conscious again, Calabar on the ground is going to look around for Darrett.
Okay. And Darrett is actually standing right next to you, trying to check on you.
Yeah, as he's doing that, Calabar just kind of like pats the back of his leg
Yeah.
on the armor and say, "Good job, kid."
Guess he won that goal.
And Darrett's got a little tear coming out, like, "Don't you do that again!
I'm gonna run
You're
down
old. Don't die now."
there. I'm gonna run down there,
Okay, so all of them come over to you, and they're all bloody a little bit. They've all got blood on their armor and their weapons. They've also seen combat during this battle. Raven's in disbelief. She never expected this to happen, and Cudgel's in between of pissed off, unsure, and there's no real containing her. She walks over to Garganus and kicks him in the head. And she begins slinging curses at him, calling him a traitor and a backstabber, and you name it, she says it. Okay. Becklin seems quiet. She's not sure where this came from, but the rumors she's heard, the evidence of the reptilian bodies you brought, the dead knights, everything's starting to add up to her.
Yeah.
But she hasn't said anything to you guys yet. And Raven looks at you guys, and she says, "This never should have happened. I don't know why. I don't know how. But we must get back to town. I'll get what villagers are left and send them back for our fallen. We need to get to town and figure out what's happening now."
Calabar will get back up, stand up, and tell Darrett to help the wounded. And Calabar is gonna look at his companions, give them a nod, and begin assisting getting the wounded back to. And he'll do occasional little healings here and there,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
just
Yeah.
not very,
Not intense.
just a little overt.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Okay.
Try to take this guy back with us
Yeah.
to interrogate. So I'm gonna
as-
try to do that.
So, as Darrett starts to kind of walk off and check on some of the bodies, Becklin calls him back over, and she looks at all of you and says, "This one that you captured, Cudgel knows him. However, she's so distraught right now and so angry that if I let her near him, he might die before he gets back to town. And I want to see what he knows. I believe he was the one leading this group. I think you guys saw him the same I did, raising his axe and charging into battle at the front.
For sure.
There's information he has that we must know, but for the moment, let's let Raven get the Gather of the Wounded taken care of. Let's plan and discover what this man knows, and hopefully we can recover from this. A Raven comes over and she goes, yes, I've already directed several village leaders to collect the dead and the wounded. Thank you so much for defending my people. I will reward you as soon as I can, but for now, all we need to focus on is the wounded and plans. Both to discover what happened and for our own protection. Because after this battle today, I fear we don't have enough to defend ourselves. What do you guys want to do?
So as we're taking him back to town,
Okay.
do I notice anything valuable?
Do you notice it? Are you searching him?
I'm gonna peruse and see if I can see anything valuable
Roll me an investigation.
without being
Over.
obvious.
Are you
Yeah.
helping him?
Roll me an
Sure,
investigation at
Yeah, I was
disadvantage.
gonna pick him up.
Okay. So he's investigating him at disadvantage because he's trying to be subtle.
So 4.
Yeah, so you go to start rifling through his pockets, and some money falls out, but you don't have enough time to grab it, and somebody else picks it up. And you recognize, like, you feel some type of thing in his hand, like inside the pocket before you can pull it out. People are picking him up to load him onto a wagon and get him back to town. The whole time he's screaming and yelling and grasping at his legs, saying, "Pull the damn thing out! Pull it out!" He's not knocked out. He's just pissed off and
Oh,
can't
yeah.
fight back.
Yeah. So. Guess we're heading back.
Yeah, unless you guys want to do anything else on the battlefield.
Can we loot bodies? Like any of the dead
You could.
mercenaries?
You could if you wanted to. There's
It's just like see if
6
there's anything on them.
There's 7 dead bodies around you. If you want to, you can investigate the bodies.
I want to investigate them. Let's look for any evidence as well as anything
Okay.
of use.
Roll me an investigation check. Are you guys checking too, or
4
I'm
plus
attending
2,
to
6. Jesus.
roll me a d20 for me? Roll me a d20 medicine check
I did
medicine check.
the wrong
I'm just
d20.
gonna get in the cart with
with Garganus.
Forgonis, yeah.
Put that hoof on his chest and go.
Yep.
What'd you roll?
6.
So you managed to scrounge 1 broken spear, and then 1 intact spear. But you don't find much else on the bodies.
Okay. I'm gonna stash the intact spear and I guess throw the broken one on the cart in case they want to use it.
So I didn't tell you yet, but steel and bronze are both sought after metals.
Oh, right.
So
Yeah,
if you want to keep the spearhead, you might be
Yeah,
able to
that's what I'll
scrounge
do.
it for some type of steel coin or steel you can trade with.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. And then how do I add that in here? Just under.
Just make a note that you have a steel spearhead, and then add an actual spear to your inventory. All right, I need to go to the bathroom really quick, guys. One second.
Fog of war.
For what's carrying capacity for? Medium? Actually, I think I'm treated as a heavy for carrying.
For
As a
large, yeah. Yes,
It's
you've got a decent amount.
So
yeah,
it's like 300.
It's a bunch.
So now I search
It'll be a while.
steel spear.
Oh, you just go to your inventory
Yeah.
and not
Manage inventory.
just don't manage inventory.
Oh.
Just scroll all the way down or add.
Okay.
Oh, not that one. Sorry. Can you scroll down? on
No,
this?
it doesn't let me. A backpack.
Other possessions. There you go. Just click on that, and it'll bring up a little text box. And you can just type
Spear.
steel spearhead.
I already got that added in.
Oh, an actual
For
spear?
spear.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
manage inventory added. Yeah, my bad.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Spear. Add. To backpack.
Oh, okay. You enjoying it so far?
Yeah.
Not bad. Okay. Good. I was only 3 of us.
I like the combat.
Yeah.
That's the best part. Actually, it's probably good that... Well, it would have had more creatures if there were more of us, right? Oh, so yeah, it's probably good that there wasn't all of us, because...
I mean, you guys just would have been fighting for less time, assuming people could hit stuff. Which would be better because then
More time for role-playing.
Calabar could have played a more backline role instead of frontline. At that point, being healer
Yeah.
instead of, being in the brunt.
You got fucked up.
Yep.
He kind of got flanked real quick.
Yeah, he did. Well, I mean, he ran up behind him, and then there were 2 guys, and then the other 2 popped in. It's like, fuck.
That and the javelin from Garganis kind of fucked you up real quick. That was probably the big hitter.
Yep.
So. But yeah.
So you're
So
looting,
I looted.
and I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
did-
tending to the wounded.
So I didn't find any, like, okay.
Nope, you just managed to find a broken spear
Dang.
and a spear.
It's pretty bad. There's 7 bodies. I found 1 broken weapon and another weapon. I don't even remember any of them having spears. Like, where'd all the swords go?
Oh shit. You asked for a medicine check, and I'm trying to remember what the fuck I rolled.
I could just re-roll it if you want.
Okay, hang on, let me.
Unless it was a really high roll and
No. God, what the fuck?
just re-roll it, it's fine.
Okay. Okay.
So, how would you feel about us trying to roll deception checks while you're doing your like arcane thing? Just roll it at advantage so people don't recognize you're using.
Well, I mean, I'm using my wizard components.
Yeah, but your
So they
healing
would see
spells.
wizard.
Right, they'd see wizard, but your healing spells are actually coming from a divine source. So
I mean,
you-
unless they can sense divine sources, that would be the only way. Because
Right.
the only way I would heal is making it look like a wizard's spell.
right, which is why I'm asking if it's up to you.
I'm not trying to deceive. I'm just utilizing my training and knowledge in wizardry.
I suppose at
Okay.
that point I can just roll perception checks for the villagers, but it's up to you.
Yeah.
It's up to you because it's your character. I don't want to.
Would they know? Would they know what divinity looks like since it was a very long time ago?
They would think it's a miracle. They would. That's why, like, if you're healing them, they would feel like it's either a miracle if they pass a perception check, or it'd say, "Oh, that's really cool. How'd you learn how to do that?" You know what I mean? Do one of the two.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you want to do.
So it's up to you. We'll work on it next time. I'll talk to you about it inside. So what'd you roll?
18.
Okay, so one of the villagers that you get up thanks you, and he's pretty messed up. He managed to stabilize him to the point where he can get back and he'll survive. And he hands you a lucky little rabbit's foot, if you will, that he has. He says, "This has seen me through many a day, and it's saved me a few times, I think. And I think it's the reason that you managed to save me today. Hopefully, it can bring you some good luck too."
So what is it?
It's essentially a rabbit's foot. It's like a luck charm.
Does it do?
It's a mundane item, but you think it looks like it's got some gold inlay at the top where the foot is connected, and
Does it have any like mechanical abilities at all?
it's just like
Okay.
a piece of gold with a rabbit's foot on the end. It's just like a good luck charm.
Okay.
But you think it's probably worth some money just because of the metal that's in it. So
You're gonna be having all kinds of trinkets. You're gonna want to sell this.
There's gonna
This
be
guy
one.
gave it to me.
Yeah, I can't sell it now.
It's gonna be the trophy master.
right, he's gonna start putting them in the wall in the tavern.
So actually, he'll take the rabbit's foot and on the inside of Isman's shield, where the leather wrap is, he'll hook it
Right
to
there.
the inside.
Okay.
Rolls in that one, grabbing his
Actually,
mace and pulls out the fishing pole.
if you want to, so on your +1 shield that you have, right?
Yeah.
Add a note on it that gives you a 1 luck die. So if you fail a save, you can use the luck die to reroll the save.
Daily?
Once daily, sure. Once daily. How's that sound to you?
Okay.
Okay.
To do what now?
Huh?
To re-roll a saving throw?
Roll a saving throw. Yep.
Or re-roll any roll, like a lucky re-roll.
We'll just do saving throws because it's on the shield. We'll say it's a shield modifier. Okay. So what are you guys doing? Yeah, you're still helping the wounded out a little bit. You were trying to loot bodies and not doing very well at it.
Yeah, I gave up.
And you're in the cart making sure Garganus doesn't try anything.
Did the cart leave before I finished the bodies?
Cart's
so
still
I'll hop in
there.
the cart with him.
Becklin and Cudgel are there. Cudgel's staring at Garganus like she's gonna kill him. Raven's still kind of shocked. You can see that she wasn't ready for something like this. Her tenure as mayor, you get the feeling, was probably mostly administrative and planning parties and less combat oriented. And Becklin is quiet. You get the feeling she's not surprised, but you also get the feeling that her concern lies from experience. So, would you guys want to take the cart back?
Yeah, I'm gonna gag that motherfucker first, though. So he's
Go
not
ahead.
just going through town screaming.
You can gag him, absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
Does Raven have a
And then maybe
cell?
twist that arrow a little bit, just to really dig it in.
are you asking Raven, or are you just?
Yeah.
So Raven looks at you. She goes, "No, our town doesn't really have a prison like that. I mean, we have a room in the mayor's office that we can put him in, and put a guard at it. You can't really get out of it. It's an interior room, but
I was
Is there
more.
nothing at the keep?
so most of the keep is actually in rubble. Anything that would have been a dungeon is not functioning."
Anywhere private where we could interrogate.
And she,
Stick him on the gnome flinger.
I like
And then
the
each wrong
intimidation.
answer, it cranks back.
I like it.
With a nice spikes.
yeah.
Plate of spikes.
Raven says the best we can do is take him to the mayor's to my office. We'll lock the door. We won't let anyone in. Tie him to a chair and interrogate him there. We'll post a couple of guards. I don't know if we can rely on any mercenaries. Cudgel said there might be some remnants left at the camp that we need to see. She's not sure if they're loyal or not, but we'll see what happens when we get back. But my office is probably the best location.
You guys want to escort him to the
Oh, yeah.
office and keep an eye on him.
Oh yeah.
I'll wake up. Dumb shit, and dumb
Fuck
shit.
it.
I'll wake up the other three.
Hey, you motherfuckers, we almost died because of you.
Yeah.
War is coming to Kryn.